Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Get ready.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Atlanta back there yet? Y'all better get crunk up in here. Get ready. What's up, squad? What's up? Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Yes, we are in for a good night. Okay, it is time. It is time. Thank you for your patience and understanding. If you are just getting here, go ahead and smash that like button, please. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm here to bring you a lot of tea that don't nobody have yet because it just happened. Okay. So we have I know earlier today, you know, we've been talking about Todd and Kandi, Todd and Kandi, Kandi and Todd, Kandi and Todd. This whole divorce drama. I told y'all weeks ago or last week, I said it's gonna get messy. I said I feel it in my bones. It's gonna get messy. And y'all said y'all felt it in y'all bones too. And then today it was released that Todd had filed his answer. I said, we won't know. We won't know what's going to happen till Todd filed his answer, and Todd filed the answer, child. So we have a copy of the answer. Now, in addition to Todd filing his answer, now, you know, Todd did that Wednesday, you know, the day before Thanksgiving, when he knew that us bloggers, as Kandi would say, are off. We eat turkey and honey baked ham and collard greens and cornbread. We ain't studying this. Me personally, I wasn't studying it, okay? But you know, the courts is closed on Thursday. I don't know if they was closed on Friday, but then the news dropped on Monday, okay, today. Then in addition to that, you know, because Kandi's attorney was served with the answer that Todd filed, and so she was anxiously anticipating all of this that's about to happen. Kandi has filed her amended complaint today. She has amended it because she was like, I guess when she first filed it, she was like, he ain't gonna fight. This is what we want. We good or whatever. Then she saw what Todd wanted to. She then went back to court and amended it, honey. And we got that copy as well. And in addition to amending it, I'll leave that for after it. But yes, Kandi is full of surprises today. Okay, Kandi hit the courthouse late this afternoon. Yes, she amended it, honey. Kandi, listen, we gonna read all of them, okay, until we can't read them no more. And before I get started, let me go ahead and shout out my squad who was in here patiently. Who was in here first? Let me see. Oh, look, Cherry Butler has been a member for 51 months. Shout out to Cherry Butler. Okay, outside the box left me $49.99. Thank you, outside the box. Y'all was blessing me early. Super sticker from J Joe 885 and Nicole 2223. Oh, I hate these glasses being in my ear. And Nicole 22222223. Okay, has basically has left what said Ty is strategic by documenting daddy daycare on IG. He will get child support, I guess. We will see. We will see. Shout out to Cherry and D Writes Things, member for 53 months. She beat you, Cherry. Okay. Shout out to the squad. And you see these people in the green. These are our channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Only thing you got to do is click that join button and you will have access to things that nobody has access to except for Patreon. Okay. I shared a live stream that I did earlier over there on members only, and they got the tea first. Okay. And I also shared it on Patreon. And if you are a member of the Patreon, you have access to our After Darks. You have access to like 5-6 years worth of content. It is great over there on the Patreon, patreon.com. I am ATLien. Okay. Shout out to my Patreon members. They got a special Thanksgiving Eve live stream. Well, I was cooking some collard greens, child. And so, yes. Shout out to John Edwards. War of the Black Roses. It's a war of something. I don't know what's going on. Okay. But let me get started. Hold on. Now, y'all may have heard. Well, I'm sure you heard about the divorce that's already been filed from Kandi. We done deep dove into those documents. We done read all the documents, everything, and I told y'all that we won't know what is up until Todd files his. Now, y'all know I wouldn't be an ATLien if I didn't have the court documents. So I have the actual answer and counterclaim that JERMAINE Tucker has filed in response to LENICE Tucker. Okay, y'all remember they using these aliases, their middle names in the courthouse. So JERMAINE is asking for a lot of things, and here is the tea. Here is the tea. Now, a lot of y'all watched Kandi's wedding, and a lot of y'all saw what happened when Todd was negotiating the prenup or trying to, and he went to an attorney. He went to Real Housewives of Atlanta's resident attorney, Randy Kessler. Y'all remember that? And I was thinking to myself, well, Todd get Randy Kessler. If Todd get Randy Kessler, not saying that Randy Kessler is the best attorney in the world, but if Todd get Randy Kessler, we in for it, because Randy is doing whatever he can to run the numbers up. Okay, allegedly. And guess who is Todd's attorney? Can y'all guess who Todd's attorney is, who is filing this response? Let me know if you know, honey. Yes, Randy Kessler. Y'all see it right there? Randy Kessler is JERMAINE Tucker's attorney. And so, we're gonna go into all of the documents and we're gonna read them, because that's what we do. Hold on, let me put myself over there on the side like that. Okay, we're gonna read them because that's what we do. I might want to be at the top. I don't know if I want to be on the top. Well, I want to be, y'all. I'll be over here like that. So here is the first of many documents. As y'all get in here, y'all better get in here, because I ain't even wasting no time, okay? Because I got too many documents and too many things to do, and so I'm gonna read them. We got Todd's answer and counterclaim. We got Kandi's amended complaint, and we also have Kandi said y'all need to stop reading these documents. She said she thought that she hid it from y'all, but ATLien then pulled it out. Now everybody is pulling the court documents. So Kandi said, like, now she don't want the court to show y'all these documents, and they're gonna find out in January if a judge will allow Kandi to seal the documents. But meanwhile, in the meantime, we gonna read what they're giving us. Okay. So here is JERMAINE Tucker answer and counterclaim. Okay, comes now JERMAINE Tucker by and through his counsel of record, Randy Kessler, and Aisha Hayward James of Kessler and Somini, and files his answer and counterclaim. Now, listen. I thought that Kandi would have had Randy Kessler, not Todd. Now, Todd is the child. This is gonna be a battle. Y'all remember Randy was filing all them documents for Porsha. He was fighting because Simon. Listen, Randy is on one. Randy was the one who helped Todd negotiate the prenup, and now Randy is saying that Todd didn't take his advice, and so he gonna help Todd get what he feel like Todd is due. That's what I'm reading in these documents right here. So responded JERMAINE Tucker, petitioner LENICE Tucker were married April 4th. On that same day, a purported prenuptial agreement was prepared by the wife's attorney and presented to the husband without husband having counsel. Ooh, not Todd, didn't have no counsel. Even though wife's then counsel had communicated previously with the undersigned regarding a potential prenup. The minor children are currently in husband's care and residing with him in Georgia. while wife is out of state. Work obligations have required and will continue to require her to be away from the children for at least the next several months. The parties have been working cooperatively in an effort to resolve all issues, and husband remains committed to continuing these discussions in good faith. However, in the hopefully unlikely event the parties are unable to reach a full agreement, husband shows that he will seek an award of primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and final decision making authority, with wife having substantial time and meaningful access to the children. Husband wishes to make clear that he recognizes wife as a loving and capable parent and remains sincerely hopeful that prior and continued discussion between the parties will bring full resolution to all matters. I'm gonna stop right there for a second. I'm gonna let that marinate. I'm gonna stop right there for a second. That last sentence is basically saying we've been having this talk for a while now. We should have had this cleared up by now. But since we don't, and you're not giving me what I want, whatever that is, I don't know. It's saying that continued discussions, hopefully they'll bring a resolution. Hopefully. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. You said Mama Joyce is swinging in the air, child. She is. She is. Mama Joyce, Candy's attorney, all of them are swinging in the air. What is we going to do now? Okay, what are we going to do, Mama Joyce? Okay, but Todd seemingly he got all his ducks in a row, and I've been telling you for months that it felt like Todd was trying to show everyone that he is the primary father, daddy daycare. Y'all remember I kept on saying, I don't Todd is something up. Todd taking them to school every day. Todd is documenting himself taking them to school every day. Todd is on the camera every single day. Daddy daycare, daddy daycare. And so y'all were acting like I was like a fatherless child or something. That's what fathers are supposed to do. They supposed to take care of their kids. And are okay, they are. But I mean, the way Todd was making it seem like Kandi wasn't there at all. We didn't see the same interest in Kandi on Kandi's social media. And I'm just saying, this is just optics. This is just optics. Okay, we don't know what was actually happening in their house. Hold on, what page say? Page say, child, that's why you get with a man who's your financial equal or close enough. Just ask Mary J. Halle Berry, Sherry Shepherd, and Kelly Clarkson. You better ask them all, honey. And Jennifer Hudson. Let's go there. Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson actually, I believe, if I'm not misspeaking, I think her ex had custody of their son while Jennifer Hudson was working as well. I'm just saying, when you are a woman in media and entertainment, sometimes that's what happens. These men, they just latch on, honey. As soon as they get you pregnant, they trying to lock you down. Fathers don't record themselves being fathers. Ooh, Todd reaching towards child support because that prenup is going to stand as is. You think? I don't know. According to Randy Kessler, there might be a little questionable situation going on with the prenup. Now, you may remember that Todd, well, maybe you don't, because I had to refresh my memory when Todd was approached by Kandi's attorneys on her wedding special. You remember they brought the prenup in to him like the day of the wedding. Y'all remember all that? And then they had him filmed and signing it, and he had to say on camera that he is not doing it under duress. Now, filming it on camera seems like you doing it under duress a little bit, Kandi. And I'm not on nobody's side at this point. I told y'all before, I am not happy about the breakup of any Black family. There are children involved, but at this particular juncture, since they started off on television, they invited us into their relationship. We here to stay. Okay, that's all I got to say. And if y'all don't agree with me, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, they had a whole Candace wedding special. We saw them arguing over the prenup. We saw all of it. We invested in this whole 10 years. We saw the surrogacy journey. We saw everything. You can't leave in 1 year and think we just gonna forget. Okay, I know you was born on the show and everybody didn't want you there, but that's okay. We still committed over here. Okay. Um, Now. As y'all getting in here, okay, I see y'all coming. It's like 1,300 of y'all in here. Let me give you a quick recap of the Kandi situation. Kandi filed November 24th. Todd responded November 26th. Kandi has amended her petition and filed a motion to seal. All of that was filed today, December 1st. Todd is challenging a lot of things, including primary custody and the prenup. Todd is claiming he currently has the kids. Kandi wants the prenup enforced, and Kandi wants to seal the case to protect the details from people like me who is reading them online. Now you got it? Y'all up to speed? Okay. Now let's finish reading what Randy Kessler wrote in these documents. Ooh, child. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Shout out to the squad. T. Jermaine Tucker. Oh, we read that already. Okay, the first defense. Husband affirmatively shows that petitioner's petition for divorce, which is Kandi is the petitioner, is procedurally deficient under OCGA 1955. Oh, they calling out the procedures. He coming for the attorney. He's saying, Kandi, your attorney is not following the procedures. Specifically, petitioner failed to, one, verify the petitioner as required by subsection A2. State of residence or last known address of respondent as required by subsection B1. And number 3, provide the name and age of each minor child as required by subsection B4. Husband reserves all rights to challenge the sufficiency of the petition based upon these statutory deficiencies. Now, here's the gag. Kandi or her attorney went ahead and filed that verification that was lacking today, December 1st, along with her amended complaints, along with her motion to seal, okay, that I also have copies of. I'm just saying, listen, I just happened to cross it. I wasn't even trying to look for Kandi's amended complaint. I just went to download what Ty had did, and she done snuck into the courthouse around 4:00 this afternoon and filed an amended complaint. I'm like, girl, you better be glad I go live late at night, because y'all, listen, all y'all people who be going live early, y'all be missing out on all the tea, okay? Missing out on the tea. Y'all go ahead and like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. You said Kandi started that daddy daycare. What? Todd is Kandi's karma. Sleeping with JD daddy. Oh Lord, not going back that far. I hope the motion to seal is denied. I'm nosy. I am too, Paige. And they got until I think the second week in January. The attorney will hear it. Okay. So we'll find out then if it's gonna be sealed or not. But I don't know that it will be, because most divorces aren't. Phaedra tried that back in the day, and Apollo had it open back up. So it just depends on if Todd is crafty, if Todd's attorney is crafty, if Todd want the world to know what's going on, then Todd can actually have it open, because it takes 2 to seal it. Okay. Anyway, I'm digressing. Let me finish reading. Here is the response. Okay, he's admitting blah 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 blah. He's admitting everything that Kandi had alleged, that they are the marriage is irretrievably broken, that they was married on April 4th, yada 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 yada. So he also gets down to paragraph 7. In paragraph 7 of Kandi's petition, I believe it said something about the prenup. Let me see. Allegations contained in paragraph 7 of petition require no response, as it contains petitioner's request for relief. To the extent that a response is required, husband admits in part the allegations contained. Okay. The allegation. Let me see. I'm trying to get to what he wants. Okay. The allegations contained in paragraph 10 of the petition require no response. Okay, by way of further response, husband directs the court to husband's counterclaim. Okay, so he has a counterclaim. So he's just, responding to all of her allegations. Okay, he responded to all of her allegations, which were pretty cut and dry, which is what I told you last time, pretty cut and dry, about the kids, about allowing the court to determine what the child support was and all of that. And now he's going on to ask for his own relief. So here is what Todd wants. Remember, I told y'all we will find out if this is going to be messy or not when we hear what Todd wants out of this divorce. And so here is what Todd is claiming that he wants in his counterclaim. Okay. He is a resident, Fulton County, blah, 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 blah. Both of them are in the jurisdiction of Fulton County. Okay. Parties were lawfully married on April 4th, 2014, and are currently living in a bona fide state of separation. That means Todd is living somewhere, Kandi is living somewhere else. Now, is Todd living in the house? We don't know because Kandi is currently living in New York. Okay. It says there are 2 minor children. Okay, we got Ace Tucker, male child born 2016, and Blaze Tucker, female child born in 2019. That are the minor children. Husband shows that he should be awarded temporary and permanent legal custody of the party's children, as well as final decision making authority. Sorry, I jumped the gun on that financial. He wants final decision making authority. Now, he also says husband shows that he should be awarded temporary and permanent primary physical custody of the children. In the event the parties are unable to resolve all issues privately, the court should determine all matters related to the minor children. Now, remember in Kandi's divorce documents, she actually said she wanted the court to determine that. So that gave us a heads up as to apparently they did not come to an agreement. Okay. The divorce was not cut and dry. Like, Todd agreed, Kandi agreed, let's just file and get it over with. No, Kandi filed what she wanted, and now here's Todd filing what he wants. Okay. Now it says in accordance with OCGA 19969, husband shows the following. The minor children have resided with the parties at the marital residence located at. The husband has not participated as a party or witness in any other capacity in any other litigation concerning custody. Husband has no information concerning any other custody proceeding concerning the minor children. Husband knows of no person not a party to this proceeding who has physical custody of the minor children or claims to have custody or visitation rights. So, I mean, that's pretty cut and dry as far as custody of the children is concerned. He goes on to say, in the event the parties are unable to resolve these issues at mediation or otherwise, husband requests that these issues be heard at the 30-day status conference scheduled for January 12th, 2026. That is the next conference that I was telling you about. And it says, or the alternative, that this matter be scheduled for temporary hearing at the court's earliest convenience to address temporary custody, parenting time, and all other temporary issues necessary to promote the best interest of minor children and to ensure clarity and stability for parties pending a final resolution. Now, here's where it starts to get good. Okay. He goes on to say he's entitled to a divorce on the grounds that the marriage is irretrievably broken. Okay. We don't know what had happened, but they saying it can't be fixed. I said that last time. It says, while husband remains hopeful that the parties can resolve all issues amicably and privately, husband expressly reserves the right to assert and add additional grounds for divorce as permitted. Oh, shoot. Let us find out that somebody cheating. Let us find out that Todd knows some other grounds that we don't know about. Let us find out, honey. Hold on. What is happening? He said he is reserving the right to add to his paperwork, honey. Now, he also says, husband shows that the party signed a prenuptial agreement dated April 4th, 2014, immediately prior to the wedding ceremony. Petitioner's counsel at the time was fully aware that husband was represented by the undersigned and had been actively communicated with his attorney regarding the terms of a prenuptial agreement. Now, here is the tea. We saw this play out on TV. Okay, Randy Kessler was with telling Todd not to sign the prenup. He didn't think it was fair. Todd was saying he loved Kandi and that he was going to, decide if he, could deal with the terms. He went back to Kandi and asked her to change one or two things. She said, okay. And then we didn't see Randy Kessler no more. Apparently, when Kandi's attorneys Child, my dog is barking. When Kandi's attorneys came to Todd's hotel room and filmed him without Todd's attorney present, that seems to be an issue. Because if Kandi's attorney knew that Todd was represented by counsel, they weren't supposed to do that. Ooh, Biggie, chill out now. Okay. Now, he also goes on to say, despite that knowledge, petitioner's counsel presented the final agreement to husband for signature immediately before the wedding ceremony without any notice to or consultation with the undersigned counsel who had been significantly engaged in the negotiation process. Ooh, child. Hold on a second. Let me close this door. Y'all ponder on that for a minute. Either come in or come out. Come, come, come. Yes, like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. This is getting deep, honey. Ty is basically saying that he was taken advantage of because his attorney wasn't there. Okay. His attorney wasn't there. It sounds like he's setting up grounds for signing this under duress. That's what it sounds like to me. You said Todd got outside and now wants to stay outside. Ooh. He did not want his counsel. Oh, Ty has been holding on to that about that prenup for 11 years. I guess you said that's on him. Well, I don't know. Y'all go ahead and smash that like button as we continue reading these documents. Okay. Now, as he was saying, despite Kandi's attorney knowing that he was represented by counsel, they presented the final agreement to the husband for signature immediately before the wedding ceremony without any notice to or consultation with the undersigned counsel who had been significantly engaged in the negotiation process. These circumstances raise substantial questions concerning the enforceability of said document. Nevertheless, husband remains committed to working in good faith to resolve this matter amicably and privately to the extent possible. Sound like Todd saying, not so fast. Not so fast. It's all recorded. It's all on camera. Look, we got it. We produced it. I was there. Okay. And even though, it was conflict for TV, it really kind of shows that, he was given the short end of the stick. Okay. I'm just saying, I don't know. He also goes on to say during the course of the marriage, the parties have acquired various assets, known and unknown to husband, tangible and intangible. Husband should be awarded an equitable division of all marital assets, both real and personal, tangible and intangible between the parties. Now, y'all, can y'all explain to me? Todd is saying that Kandi been hiding the money. Kandi been hiding the bag. Todd said both known and unknown to husband. Like, listen, if it was a woman going through this, and y'all was like, oh my God, the husband was hiding money overseas. Oh my God, the husband was buying properties and the wife didn't know. Oh my God, y'all be like, cut the check. He deserves everything. She deserves everything. That's what y'all would be saying. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. And remember, we was talking about all the businesses that they had jointly were suddenly closing. The OLG was closing. Blaze was closing. The landlord of Blaze, when they sued him for rent, was basically saying, we don't even know why it's closed. Why are they closed? They owe us this money. Why are they closed? Because of these repairs when we did what they told them to do. So now we suing them and the building is closed. So it's like, I don't know what's going on with that, but it's giving me the side eye like Kandi or somebody was trying to close all the joint assets up so that it wouldn't generate any more income. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm not an attorney. Okay. You said, but husband usually gets away with screwing over their wives. I don't know. Look, Porsha got a whole house and some money and some cars out the deal and got the man deported. I don't know. Randy Kessler was her attorney. I'm just saying. He reminds me of Kelvin. Kelvin Wendy Williams' husband. Child, I don't know. You said, I'm sorry. Todd is a dirty bird. Child. I don't know. No judgment. He stayed for 10 years. He deserves something. He deserves something. Let's move on. Husband shows the court that he should be awarded his separate property and any appreciation thereon. Husband shows that the parties have acquired debt throughout the course of the marriage. Husband requests that such debt be equally divided. Now, in Kandi's divorce petition, Kandi basically said she want to keep all her property, but she is dividing the debts equally. So she ain't split nothing, but she wants to divide it. And so Todd is saying no, everything needs to be split and the debts need to be split. The husband shows that OCGA 1957 provides as follows with regard to the transferring or disposition of property. After a petition for divorce has been filed, no transfer of property by either party except a bona fide transfer and payment of pre-existing debts shall pass title so as to avoid the vesting thereof according to the final verdict of the jury case. Basically, he telling Kandi, don't be moving nothing, don't be transferring nothing, don't be putting nothing in Mama Joyce's name, don't be selling nothing, nothing. You can't do nothing with no money until we figure out what's going on. Okay. He said, further, wife is bound by the provisions of OCGA 1961E, which provides as follows with the respect of transferring or disposition of property. Pending the final determination by the court of the right of either party to alimony, neither party shall make any substantial change in the assets of the party's estate, except in the course of ordinary business affairs, except for bona fide transfers for value. Woo! Benchworthy said, Randy is not finna play. Okay, get behind me. Can't listen. Kandi. I thought Kandi would have had Randy, but I guess this Randy was the one who drew up the damn Todd's prenup response. Listen, he on the Kandi, you on the wrong team. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whose side to be on. I'm just here. You said Todd wants the house. Todd, watch, he gonna want the house, and Kandi might have to move because kids live in the house. The kids can't move. If Todd get permanent physical custody of those kids, you think they're gonna make him move out that house that the kids have grown up in and was birthed in? I don't think so. I'm just asking the questions here. Y'all let me know in the comment section. It says husbands insist that petitioner comply with the foregoing statute in all respects. Petitioner is put on notice of not only the law of the state of Georgia, but also on notice of the husband's intent to insist on full and absolute compliance by petitioner. No, he didn't just put Kandi on notice. He just put Kandi on notice. You are hereby notified. You can't transfer sheesh. Okay. And that is a law in the state of Georgia. Don't go to jail over this. Okay. Don't go to jail. It also says husband hereby places petitioner on notice of the following important provision regarding spoliation of evidence. Ooh, you bet not. Okay, we read this in Simon's divorce documents. Don't be destroying nothing. Okay, it say you are hereby notified that Georgia law requires you to exercise reasonable care to protect and preserve evidence relevant to the issues in this case. By this notice, you are hereby given notice not to destroy, conceal, or alter any video, audio, paper, or electronic files or other data in connection with this pending litigation, including but not limited to any of the following items that are either presently or in your possession or control, or which may come into your possession while this case is ongoing. And here's what they need: any financial records or statements, all income records, all tax records, all expense records, all recordings or evidence reflecting relevant conduct by either party, any item that supports any defense raised by you to this petition, and or any item which supports any claim made by you in any counterclaim or pleading filed in this matter. You are further notified that a failure to comply with this notice may result in sanctions. Okay, sanctions. Whoo, child. Let me take a break. Let me take a break because people is texting me talk about Kandi filed has gone on to low key respond. Let me go see. Oh, not y'all saying Kandi is responding on Instagram. Let me go see. Hold on. Let me go see. She might have blocked me. Let me go see. Let me go. That's Candy's Instagram. Okay. Let me go see. We're taking a pause for the cause right now. Okay. Taking a little intermission. Okay. We're going to see if Kandi has responded. Hold on. We know Don wanted them being here. Okay. We got that. Okay. We got Thanksgiving. Okay. What we got? We got she was working out. Okay. What's this? Hold on. Is this let me see. Oh, I guess that means Kandi is the mama line. Kandi says she gonna kick Todd ass. That's what I got. Todd is real. Kandi is the mama line. Kandi over there, Todd with the kids, but the mama gonna come and slap Todd upside the head. That's what it's saying. All right. Okay, I get it. Okay. Anything else? We made it to December. Okay. Anything else? No. Anything else? No. We ain't got nothing else. Okay. Now let me go see if I can go to Todd. Hold on. Y'all so messy. Why y'all so messy? Texting me that. I see y'all all texting me. I ain't gonna say who did. Child, Todd over there selling stuff. Let me see what Todd doing. Oh God. Todd over here selling stuff. Okay. Todd went to breakfast yesterday. Todd been out in the street. Todd been showing the kids. Okay, okay, that was Todd and Blaze right there, and then there go Todd and somebody right there. Then Todd was out Thanksgiving party. This was Thanksgiving right there. Day after Thanksgiving, I guess. They got look, Todd was at the party. Okay. He said he ain't got time. He was at the party. Okay. While Kandi was in town. Then when Kandi went out of town, he was back at daddy daycare. Okay. They go him getting breakfast. Okay. He had went to get some breakfast. Then he was back to work.
Here and we're heading to school. How's everybody feeling this morning?
Cold.
How you feeling, Ace?
Cold.
Ace said he's cold. Blaze, what you feeling? Blaze is feeling good after this Thanksgiving weekend. Blaze, what were you thankful for this weekend? Your parents making what?
Good.
Making good food. I ain't make no food, but okay. Ace Boogie, what were you thankful for this weekend? The food and the parents. Oh my God. So they're thankful for the parents and the food. I guess that's what kids would be thankful for. Parents and having some food. That's perfect. What were you guys thankful for? I was thankful for my kids, my family. Kayla came down. Riley came down. Hey, everybody was at the crib. Y'all have a great day out there. Say have a good day.
Have a good day. I'm thankful for
All right. We out of here.
Todd cut that off. I don't know what else they were thankful for. Then he over here selling something. Let's see what he's selling.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Todd, man. I want to say thank you for all the love and all the support. We sold out Thursday show and Friday show, so we're adding a show on Saturday, December 13th. I got it right this time, y'all. So make sure you get your tickets at don'tbringhimintoatlanta.com. You know I'm going to be in the house. See y'all then.
Okay. That's interesting. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. I was on Facebook earlier. And I noticed that he was advertising on Kandi's Facebook page. And I'm like, is this a scheme set up by Todd? Why is he advertising that on Kandi's Facebook page to her 5.1 million followers on Facebook? But it said it was an ad. Let me see if it's still on here. I don't see it. She might have deleted it because I don't see it. But it sure was an ad and it sure said Kandi on it. Because I screenshot it. Let me see. I don't see it on there now. She must have caught it. Yeah. She must have caught it. Anywho, like this video, please and thank you. Am I going to the play? No. Are you going? It's a good hustle game. Okay, Todd gotta fake it till he make it. Okay. Whew, you need a recap. You just get here, child. You better rewind, child. You can rewind because we've been talking almost an hour. Not quite though. But 39 minutes. We're gonna finish looking at these documents. I know that's right. Hold on. Let me go back to where I was over here. On. Hold on. I gotta find the document again. I done lost it. There it is. Stop screen, share screen with document window. Bam, there it is. All right, we back. We are back. Now, I don't know what number we on. What number is we on, child? We are on. We are on. Oh, the destruction of property. Okay, he was saying don't destruct nothing, don't destroy anything, don't destroy any videos or any financial documents, nothing. Okay, or you will be held in contempt, allegedly. Now he also says he is hopeful that they can reach some type of agreement, settling all issues pending between them. However, if such an agreement cannot be reached, husband reserves the right to amend his counterclaim accordingly. Husband's requests that the court incorporate any settlement agreement entered by the parties into a final judgment and decree of divorce. So these are the things that he's asking for: a rule and a side issue requiring petitioner to show cause, while the temporary relief requested in husband's answer and counterclaim for divorce and other relief should not be granted. Okay, that he be granted a total divorce from petitioner upon legal principles, that is, a divorce, a vinculo matrimony, whatever that says. The husband be awarded legal custody, final decision-making authority, and temporary and permanent primary custody of the children as determined in the children's best interest. The court determines all matters related to the minor children in accordance with OCGA 1993, 19615. The husband be awarded equitable division of the marital property. There you go. Of the parties to be awarded his separate non-marital property. Okay, he won't have of their equitable property, his own non-marital property, and all appreciation thereon, and that the parties equally divide all marital debts. That the husband be entitled to all additional relief, including alimony, and child support in the event that the prenuptial agreement is not enforced. So he's gonna fight this prenup. He wants alimony and child support. Okay, we've been saying that all the time. It also says that the court incorporate any settlement agreement entered into by the parties into any final judgment and decree, and that the husband be awarded such other further relief as the court deems equitable. Okay, signed by Randy Kessler. This is what is going to happen. Okay, as I stated in the beginning, we have even more things to go over, because not only did Todd file these documents, no. When I went to get them, I noticed that Kandi had filed her documents. Okay, Kandi filed an amended complaint. Okay, and she also filed that verification that the attorney said that she didn't file with her initial complaint. It said that it was procedurally wrong. Okay, they went ahead and filed that today. That includes like the address, You don't need to see all that. Which verifies the names of the children, verifies the address, verifies that they're in the right county, verifies all of that. Then they also filed. She also filed an amended petition. Okay, amended, which means she has changed some of the things that she initially asked for, because apparently she didn't know that he was going to contest it. Okay, she didn't know that he was going to come out swinging, and she didn't know that he was going to dispute this prenup. Now, here is the amended petition that was just filed today. Exclusive. I don't know who got it. Some people might have it. I don't know. Y'all didn't even know what name to look for till I told y'all. Y'all could at least give me the credit. Okay. Y'all could at least give me the credit. All the people read the court documents. Y'all didn't even know where to look, honey. But I digress. Okay, which one is this? Hold on. Here is the amended petition for divorce. Okay. Now the interesting thing about this, hold on, let me find my thing here. The interesting thing about this amended petition is that LENICE and JERMAINE, Kandi is asking for some other things. Now, hold on, let me look at my notes, see what you got in here. So in this amended petition, Kandi reasserts that the prenup is valid. Okay, she is like, look, I don't know what he talking about. Okay, that's what Kandi's like. I don't know what he talking about. My prenup is valid. Okay, listen, we brought it over there. My attorneys did what they was paid to do, and he signed it, and we got it all on tape. That's what she's saying. She also says the prenup was properly negotiated. She says that Todd did have counsel at the time because he claiming that he didn't. But she said Todd did have counsel, Randy Kessler, okay? And that it was filmed on Kandi's wedding where Todd said he was good to sign, okay? Now, did we see that part or did they leave that on the cutting room floor? Because if not, she need to pull the receipts, okay? She also pushes back on custody and her request. Okay, so let's go down and look at what she's asking for. So here she is. Now, all of that, she's a resident of Fulton County, yada yada yada. Now she's saying right here they were married April 2014. Prior to the marriage and conduction of the marriage ceremony, the parties drafted, negotiated, and executed an enforceable prenuptial agreement under the applicable statutes of the state of Georgia. Attorney Randy Kessler represented the respondent, and he provided legal counsel and direction to the respondent during these considerations on and off camera. Further, the parties' journey to executing an enforceable prenuptial agreement was filmed and broadcasted on Bravo Television Network with the knowledge and consent of both the petitioner and respondent for their 5-part reality television wedding documentary entitled Kandi's Wedding. Wait, we using Kandi's wedding now as receipts? We gonna use the reality show as receipts? OMG, like we have been doing for, look, she should have started off with this. Why she didn't, like, I don't understand. She should have started off with this because she's saying that, you know, it was documented, it was recorded, and he's saying pretty much the same thing. It was documented and it was recorded that I didn't agree. That's what she's saying. So I guess, you know, they kind of agreeing to disagree. What's gonna happen? You said Team Todd. I hope he gets what is due to him. Okay. You said Kandi is so gullible that she didn't anticipate this fight. And the other T is wasn't Carlos King and Todd both producers on that show? What, I mean, could it have been a scheme set up by Todd and Carlos because they was friends back then to come to us with the bullshit? Did they set Kandi up? Right. Kandi said, not on my watch. Not on my watch. You said, I know Todd want her to give him everything, but that's not going to happen. Okay. You don't think that's not gonna happen? Okay. Bingeworthy said he is team Kandi. Y'all put in the chat. You team Kandi, you team Todd, are you team I don't GAF? I don't GAF. Okay. Let me know whose team y'all on. I'm just reading this because, you know, we've been watching it. You said Todd is not greedy. He's getting exactly what he deserves. Okay, Todd been raising the kids. Okay, he was her lover and her secretary, working every day of the week. Listen, we don't know what was going on in that house. Kandi was leaving Todd by himself for days and weeks at a time to fend for himself and feed them kids. We don't know what's happening. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's finish. Like this video as y'all get here. We finna finish seeing what Kandi is asking for in her amended complaint. Okay. This was just filed today. Okay. Nobody got it but me. Okay. Nobody has it. Well, I don't know. Somebody might have it by now because I done told y'all where to look. Okay, now basically she's saying, you know, it was all on the show, and we could pull the 5 episodes, okay, and we could subpoena Bravo for the uncut footage. That's what I'm reading because we need to see the uncut footage, okay. She also says the respondent, the husband, audibly announced during this documentary that he was indeed, quote, good to sign the prenuptial agreement during a private encounter with the petitioner and after counseling with his attorney, Randy Kessler, on and off camera. Then she goes on to say there are 2 minor children. Okay, we already know that. The minor children have resided with the parties since their birth to date. She also goes on to say both the petitioner and respondent are public figures and self-employed entrepreneurs who work in the metropolitan area and throughout the United States. During the periods of time that the respective parties' work schedules required them to travel, the petitioner, Kandi, has hired and paid the expenses for a full-time nanny. Kandi said, you ain't been there because I hired a nanny and I got receipts, child. The nanny has provided care and assisted the parties with the minor children throughout the marriage and since the respective births of each of the minor children to date without any objection from the husband. Both the petitioner and respondent have held professional obligations that have required each party to travel away from the home for extended periods of time, independently and jointly, prior to and after the births of both of the children. We ain't know about no nanny. Well, we might have knew about the nanny, but the way Todd be showing himself taking them to school every day, where the nanny? Where is the nanny? The nanny can't take them back and forth to school. I don't understand. You said poor thing fighting to keep her wealth, just like her mama said she would. Oh Lord. I know Todd isn't hands-on with the children. Not y'all talking about Junkie. Don't talk about Junkie. We ain't talking about him. Okay. Let's see what else. It says, in addition to the nanny, the petitioner has a diverse and concentrated family support network, which includes maternal grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins within a 5 to 20 mile radius of the family residence. Kandi, like, I got family, I got Mama Joyce and them. Okay, I got my cousins and my aunts and uncles. You can't tell me that you the only person that can take care of these kids now, because we got some. And Mama Joyce gonna testify. Okay, it said the petitioner support network is readily available and has traditionally supported the minor children emotionally and physically throughout the marriage in accordance with the petitioner. Therefore, the petitioner amends her petition and asserts in accordance with OCGA 1993 that it is in the best interest of the minor children for her to be awarded primary physical custody of the minor children, with the respondent being awarded parenting time with the children on a consistent basis and in accordance with a parenting plan. Oh, she didn't say that at first. That wasn't in the first one. At first, she was like, we're gonna leave that up to the courts. Now she's saying what she wants. She wants all the physical custody since he was asking for it. No, you can't have it. I want it. This is getting messy. Okay. He said, Mama Joyce, be on your best behavior in court. Now she better. If y'all think Todd was at home sitting around taking care of the kids, y'all is dumb. Okay. Y'all is a fool. Todd has been planning his exit strategy since signing that prenup. Kandi came back with the pow yow. Okay, with the pow yow. Anyway, she goes on to say the petitioner reaffirms that it is in the best interest of the minor children for the parties to be awarded joint legal custody of the minor children, and further asserts that it is in the best interest of the children for her to be awarded final decision-making authority with matters related to academics, education, and healthcare. So they're going to fight over who actually has the final decision-making authority. Discern says, I've been married 29 years next year. I'm for what's going to be fair. I want them to protect their children at all costs. Okay, Discern, that is a good way to think, because I feel the same way. Because I'm just saying, if the tables were turned, if Todd was the woman in the relationship and Kandi was the man, how would y'all feel about this? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Maternal rights. Okay, maternal rights, but Kandi don't be at home. I don't know. This ain't my business, but it's my business. Okay, let me finish. You team children. Okay, I see y'all joint custody would be best. Okay. She also, so here's what she's asking for. Kandi is asking that she be awarded a total divorce, that Todd is awarded joint legal custody of the minor children with final wait a minute, that she is awarded joint legal custody of the children with final decision-making authority with matters addressing academics, education, and healthcare on a temporary and permanent basis, that Kandi is awarded primary custody of minor children on a temporary and permanent basis, that the parties' child support obligations be determined by the child support guidelines of the state of Georgia. That is still at issue. She also says the prenuptial agreement is enforced on behalf of the petitioner and respondent. So she's basically saying that the prenup is enforceable, and Todd is saying that questioning if he signed it under duress. That's what I'm getting. Okay, that is what I'm getting. Okay, like this video as y'all get in here, because in addition to Kandi filing her amended complaint. And shout out to Kandi's attorney, Adama McKinnon. Adama McKinnon also represented Britt Eady briefly as she was going back and forth with Bravo. Adama McKinnon also worked with Phaedra Parks for a while. I think I told y'all that as well. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Hold on. Now we have Kandi's motion. Whoo, child, this motion. Kandi in her motion is asking for the court to seal the case. Kandi said it's too many people in our business. Okay, I understand that court documents are public records, but we need this sealed because I'm a public figure. That's what Kandi said. I'm a public figure. I'm listen, you got to seal these divorce documents, and it's going to be interesting to see if a judge will do that a lot or not, because normally judges won't. Okay. Phaedra tried it in her case and it wasn't sealed either. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how famous you actually think, or they actually think you are. So she's basically saying that she and Todd are both public figures. She's saying that she wants to protect her minor kids as if her minor kids are public figures. I don't know, because a lot of divorces have minor children in it. That is nothing new. She wants to prevent social media and media leaks. Okay. And let's look at it. I'm just okay. That was in my notes. Now let's look at the actual document. Let's look at the actual motion. Motion in the ocean. You said Miss Worldwide, my. She only needs to give child support, nothing else. Okay. Here is Kandi. Kandi says she needs this sealed document. Okay. She don't want y'all in her business. She tired of coming online and see all y'all talk about it. She said she tried to get around it by calling herself LENICE Tucker and calling Todd T. Jermaine Tucker, but clearly that didn't work. And now that it's out there, it's out and you can't take it back. So she needs to seal it. Now, I don't understand why she didn't seal it when she first filed it, or filed an order to seal when she first filed it, but here it is. Look, now they're gonna play my video in the court. Okay, anyway, it says comes now petitioner LENICE Tucker in the above styled action. Okay, so here is what she's saying. She's saying the petitioner and the respondent are public figures working in the entertainment, television, and film industries. Therefore, the petitioner asserts that it is in the best interest of the parties' two minor children that the following information be held confidential and prohibited from being disclosed to the public during the course of representation and after the matter is disposed of. Petitioner and respondent's financial disclosures, the residential address of the respondent, the residential address of the petitioner, and information deemed confidential by either petitioner and or respondent mutually to protect the physical safety of the children. Okay. That is what she is saying. Now, Porsha didn't listen. They tried and it didn't happen. I don't know if Kandi will be successful, but we will see. You said thank you. Let's remember how he treated Kayla and what she has to say about her father. He is all business. Okay. Now let's finish. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Shout out to Binge Worthy, Jazz Bell, MilliChun, all the people. Shout out to my mods. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. It says petitioner asserts that neither party shall disclose confidential information regarding the other party for a related entity to any third party except attorneys and attorney staff. So listen, Kandi actually was the first person to issue a statement to the media. Y'all remember she gave it to People magazine, said, we want to protect our privacy at this time. And then I guess when Todd filed his response and he sent it to Us magazine, now Candace like, oh no. We need to seal this because I don't need everybody finding out that Todd wants money. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. Because if it was just cut and dry, she wouldn't care. Okay, because the minor children were in her documents from the very beginning. She also says that she wants such individuals shall be bound by the terms of this order and shall signify their knowledge of and agreement to the terms of this order in writing by affixing their signatures to a copy of this order prior to any disclosure to them, except mental health professionals must only sign a copy of this order if they are shown documents containing confidential information. Now, petitioner asserts that it is in the best interest of the minor children that the proceedings and all aspects within be sealed to prevent disclosures on social media, internet, and media at large while the matter is pending, excuse me, before the court and thereafter compromising the integrity of the overall proceedings. Petitioner asserts that it is in the best interest of the minor children and parties to seal all pleadings, exhibits, testimony, transcripts, and statements relating to the matter referenced above. Petitioner requests that all confidential information be filed under seal. That is interesting. Not everything be filed under seal, child. She don't want y'all to see nothing. Absolutely, positively nothing. Petitioner asserts that the safety concerns for the minor children, coupled with the desire to preserve the nature of the proceedings, outweigh the considerations of the general public. So if you're a public figure, I don't know. What y'all think? I'm not an attorney. You said Kandi didn't think Todd was gonna fight back. No bedroom privacy, no courtroom privacy. Ooh, she want to tell all her bedroom tea, but don't want to tell that courtroom tea. You got that right, okay? What is you hiding, Candy Yams? What are you hiding? If Riley want to spend Kandi money, that's her mama. Todd don't have a say so. That's not his daughter. Y'all be loud and wrong. I don't know. Kandi is getting crafty. Okay, it also goes on to say petitioner respectfully requests that the honorable court seal of all pleadings and contents thereof from public view, and that petitioner and respondent deemed to be confidential and grant any other relief. This was actually filed today, okay, December 1st. Okay, so it will be interesting to see what exactly happens with this. I'm not surprised at that Todd is doing what he's doing. I mean, listen, who didn't see that coming? Y'all let me know in the chat. Who didn't see that coming? Now, I would love to hear from you guys. I'm sending the link to anybody who would like to call in and have a conversation about this messy situation. Hold on, let me cut and paste and cut and paste, copy. Bam. All right, you said I wonder if any other celebrities. Hold on. You said I'm not surprised he asked for full custody. I'm not either, friend. Click that link if you would like to call in and discuss these documents. As previously noted, we talked about Kandi filing her petition for divorce. And let me recap it for you since y'all just getting here. Some of y'all. Kandi filed November 21st. Todd responded November 26th. Kandi amended her petition and filed a motion to seal the documents on December 1st, which is today. Todd is challenging the prenup. Todd wants primary custody of the kids. Todd claims he currently has the kids. Kandi, on the other hand, wants the prenup enforced, and she wants to seal the case to protect the details that may or may not happen. Now, a lot of what is going on is interesting because Todd has claimed that, the way it was handled on the day of the wedding gives us, gives the attorneys questions of, was it legal that his attorney wasn't there when he signed it? Okay, that's what he said. He claims he had no attorney present at signing. He said Kandi's attorney did not give his attorney notice or a chance to review the final draft, and he describes the circumstances as raising substantial questions about enforceability. Todd states that the children are currently living with him. He states Kandi's out of state work obligations caused her not to be there at the time, and she may be gone for months. He's seeking primary custody. Okay, so Kandi also wants primary custody and final decision-making authority. So there you have a lot of things that they have not agreed upon. So it will be interesting to see what's next. Hold on, we got a blogger in the building. Hey girl.
Hey girl, how y'all doing? Hello,
Good. How you doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
I'm hoarse.
Girl, yeah. You need a break. You said a mouthful, girl. Okay, so I came in to say my mouthful. I have listened to all of this, and I have been saying this from the beginning, a life in which he has been accustomed to living. Now, I don't know how that's going to play out, but when you said that they're using the wedding as receipts, I mean, when Justin was talking earlier, like, it could go either way. It could be good because they had a film and it was on camera and it's on the show. And then it could look like Todd could have been in duress. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? It could be like Todd was in duress because I went and looked back at a clip, and when he had to answer those questions, he had his head down. And when you're in a divorce, people do things you have no idea why they're doing them. Like all this daddy daycare stuff. If Todd has been out of the house since July, he's had a lot of time to gather some things together, make himself look good. Then you got Kandi over here talking about threesomes, and he talking about daddy daycare. Like it's a lot. It
is.
And the thing is this, I know we look at it because we looking at it one way, but when you in the court of law, it's a whole different story. Because what we talking about means probably absolutely nothing at some point. But
You're
baby,
right.
because it's so many different factors and it's so many different layers. And then it's a lot of money involved too. And then Randy Kessler is
Todd said known and unknown.
And when you said that, and he was like,
don't destroy nothing, don't transfer nothing, don't sell nothing, don't depose of any, like.
Yeah. And he would know because he in there with her. I've always said, I don't know why Kandi did this. And I said in the beginning, I said, if Kandi wants a divorce from Todd, it's something big. I feel like it's something big. It could be they fell out of love. It could be like they no longer connect. It could be all of those things. But baby doll Boogie, this about to be a mess.
It could be money. It could be a debt. They was getting sued and stuff too. It could be a lot of things.
It's a lot of things because people talk about
they don't agree about money. They don't agree about, finances, or they don't agree about
because it could
raising
be like
kids. It could be whatever. I don't know.
Right.
People saying they think it's a girl, but I don't think it's a only reason I don't think it would be a woman or a man or whatever is because it could be a man. If Todd was messing with, let me stop.
Let's go on what you're saying. Go on what you're saying.
But the only reason I don't think that because they were open to having relations with other people. They were like bringing people in and out of their relationship.
Yes,
and I think that was a recipe for disaster as well because in a marriage you don't
and
do.
Then if you're gonna do triangular situations, that is like, what if somebody went outside of that agreement? Mm-hmm. What if it was a situation where it's like Todd was out here with her or she was out here with her? I don't know. And the people talk about how Todd has, I know about the girl, I see what you're talking about, allegedly the pregnant girl. They said it was on Facebook, so I'm taking that with a grain of salt. But at the same time, Todd had all these business opportunities. Kandi don't play by her money. So it could have been something like that. We are just
And
speculating.
one of them glam things, he said, you can't just keep a man chained up in the house like a dog. He snapped. He said those were his exact words, because he was telling Kandi that he hangs out with all of her friends. All of her friends are all of his friends, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't really have any friends, or I can't hang out with my friends. And then she's like, you hang out with your friends, and yeah, we go out together. And then he just snapped. He was like, you can't keep a man chained in the house like a dog. I remember pulling that up and was like,
do you remember that guy that Kandi? The guy was his best man. And Kandi did not like him being around him because when he came in town, Todd would always be out to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And Todd said on that wedding special, he was like, I know I got to chill out a little bit, but I'm still going to do me, and I'm still going to hang out with my boys. Because it ain't no reason for a married man to be out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't care if you're in Atlanta. I don't care if you're in Grenada, Mississippi. Ain't nothing open that late. Nothing.
No shame. Everybody be out. They be in the same regions. They be at MC.
I know that. But if you at home,
mistress, they be out. They be out.
But if you're at home and he's out, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if we out together, we ain't got to be together. But we out if we outside together, that's different. But girl, they got a problem bringing them men in. They cannot get them men in the house at a decent hour.
It's a mess. You gonna hang out with me while I take some of these calls?
Sure. I'm gonna do my reviews later, and we'll go live tomorrow.
Hey T.
Hey T.
You muted, friend.
Yeah. You can hear me now, Michelle?
Yes.
Hey,
how you doing?
Yeah, you look so cute with your hair. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you too.
Thank you. Okay, so something real quick. Me and my coworker was talking about this earlier. He was kind of taking up for Kandi, which is respect because I know people respect Kandi. However, like I told him, before Todd, Kandi was singing Fly Above with that burgundy wig on. After, when Todd came in that picture, Kandi started making movie and bigger deals. This is the only reason why I'm saying this is because we can say what we want to say about Todd, but Todd was an asset in Kandi life. He deserves something.
She always said he was the producer. He is the producer. He helps me produce. She always said that.
But wasn't it something that they said in the you were saying in the show that Randy Kessler said the same thing? Like,
Randy
you're
said,
working for her?
Because Todd said, I have helped her. We have produced things together. And then Randy took it over and said, you helped her. You worked for her. He switched those words all the way around. It's episode 4 or 5 when he goes to that office and they're talking about it. And Todd said the only reason, basically Todd was like, I feel like I deserve something. He said, because I have not taken jobs because Kandi didn't want me to take jobs. And he said I couldn't take jobs because I was working with her on her projects.
Correct.
So for me to be where I am in my producing life, it would be harder for me to start over. Those were Todd's words. And Randy said, well, if you divorce and you go by this prenup, Kandi's going to have to draw up another contract so you can be paid. Because what it looks like is you just around here working at craft services and handing out drink packets to people when they need some water or something. It looks like that.
Remember, she did the same thing with Johnny Winston.
Yeah. But I do feel like Todd don't get the credit that he deserved because I do see in the comments like she married down. Not necessarily if he was on the show helping produce the show and he got with her and he built her up to something different. I don't think Kandi was thinking about movie deals, EGOT, or none of that until she got with Todd. And the only reason why exactly.
They
and
did
she
a mother's
kept
love.
saying, you cannot keep quitting on me. And then he went off to produce with Carlos King. her being on the shot and doing all these different movies, that's Todd Lane. And I think a lot of women get into their feelings thinking that a man coming for a woman's money, but you have to understand that men put in a lot of work behind the scenes as well. Even though she's a public figure and he's not, Todd still deserves his flowers. And he said on one episode, he was like, I do stuff that I don't get credit for. And she looked at him like, and so what? He deserved his coin. He deserved his dollars.
And when he was
Period.
talking to Randy Kessler, and he was talking about him and Kandi's projects, he was like, "Oh, he says, I'm like, she's always been fair. We co-produced together." And Kandi told Todd, she was like, "I always split everything with you." But the thing is this, Kandi was talking as his girlfriend. You know what I mean? If you go in there and we're working together, and I say, "Okay, Michelle, we did this, so I'm gonna give you 50% of this and 50% of that." But if we get into a legal binding contract, then I could be like, "Well, Michelle, this was my idea, so what I'm gonna give you is what I think you should get." And that's the difference between you working as a girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, and then Kandi drawing up these papers talking about you don't get nothing. And that's why Randy said you're going to have another contract so you can get paid.
Yep. Let me say this too. When Randy presented Kandi's attorney with Todd's concerns, she didn't get back to him. I rewatched the wedding special and she ignored him.
Thank you.
First of all, he didn't even get the actual documents until 48 hours prior to the wedding. That creates duress in itself. He was going through all the premarital things, the bachelor party, the rehearsal dinner, all while trying to negotiate between his attorney and her attorney, and she was getting pissed off. Anytime he said anything to her, she was pissed off about it.
Yep.
Not just that, but imagine the pressure from having to plan your wedding in 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks to plan your wedding, and it's being filmed for national television. So the expectation is that you get married.
Yes.
Everybody's already saying that you're a gold digger. Everybody's already saying that you're out for her money. That creates a certain level of stress in itself. And you have yet to be presented with the actual paperwork. So when you actually get it, it's 48 hours prior to the wedding. Your attorney is being ignored. And then they swing it on you 3 hours before the actual wedding to sign.
And then you have Randy also saying on camera that Todd was already self-produced. He already had his own money outside me. So that says that he had already built some of himself before he got with me. All he did was level up Kandi into a whole new world outside music. And she got to give that man some type of respect and give him his coin.
And she opened doors for Todd too. You know what I'm saying? Just like that did things for her. You know, you got to be fair because Kandi comes with a certain type of persona, and she put him in places where he probably would have been if he moved to Atlanta, but he had to work at it. But it was instant. But
so let me ask you this, MilliChun.
Wait 1 second. What's your name right here? T.
Sweet T.
Okay. Do you remember in episode 2, Todd asked her about the prenup? You remember that? Was it episode 2? He asked her what's going on with the prenup. She was like, "Oh, they doing it.
They still getting it together."
Yep. And then it didn't come to
y'all gonna make me go back and watch it.
He got it 48 hours prior. His attorney got it 48 hours prior to the actual wedding. They sent her attorney notes back. He asked her what's up with it. She called her attorney. Her attorney was like, "Well, I saw it, but it wasn't really nothing." And then he told his attorney that. He was like, "Don't sign it." And they 3 hours prior is pushed on him. But again, the expectation is that you get married. So that creates a certain level of duress that that a normal person wouldn't have. Our weddings aren't being filmed for national television. We didn't have 5 weeks to do it and pull it off and embarrass this woman on national television. That creates a certain level of pressure.
I left Kandi right at that altar. That's what I would have said. But what were you about to say? You about to ask me something? What were you about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you. You were saying that Kandi put him in different rooms, but can you also say that he put Kandi in a different conversation in those rooms?
Absolutely, I can say that.
And not only that, but even when Kandi got him in those rooms, don't think he didn't have to pay his half for anything that came along with it. she might have got him in the door, but when it came to the projects, he had to put up his half, or it wasn't gonna be no project.
I'm just
Or he
saying,
wasn't
like,
gonna get no credit.
when
I
it
can
comes
see
to
that.
production and moving and theater, that's not her lane. Music was her lane. So when
Yeah.
she's been in those certain type of rooms, he's more of the dominant because he know that conversation. He knows the
Right.
back end of that. That's why I say it's like Kandi is a businesswoman, but Todd pushed her to another level, even
I
though that
agree.
he was able to open doors and walk in those rooms with him. But a conversation only was had if it wasn't for Todd. And that's the only reason why I feel like, yeah, this divorce is gonna get nasty because she don't want to pay up, but I
Doesn't.
feel like that man do his just due. Like at the end of the day, he did his big one. He helped Kandi because she was in that burgundy and black wig singing "Fly Above" way before she was
I
doing the
can't
Mother's
be.
Love. That's all
We
I'm
have
saying.
to
I'm gonna get out
we
there.
have to also remember that he had to quit
Thank
his
you.
job to be with her.
Yes.
Because so he
Yes.
had to quit his job in order to be with her.
Absolutely.
And
But can he
then
not have gotten another job? Ty used to produce for Oprah and a whole bunch of other
right,
people.
right.
So
So he
he
But
had
quit
to
like I
his
rake
told
in.
job
but like
with
I told you
Bravo.
earlier, Michelle, he told Randy that there were jobs that had come, but he couldn't take them because either he was working on Candy's projects or
Oh,
she didn't want him to go because
Let
she
me
didn't want him to travel.
She
That's
did
what
an
he said
interview
on the show.
about it. When they did A Mother's Love, he had
Yeah.
a whole nother job opportunity. In fact, in the interview, she said he had at least 3 job opportunities.
I remember
And
that. I remember that.
she
She was
convinced
crying in the
him to turn
kitchen.
them down because she always believed in entrepreneurship and working for yourself. You can get royalties and you can get future money off of your projects. So she
Yep.
convinced him or encouraged him to turn those jobs down to work with her.
And
So
You remember in that kitchen scene, she was crying and saying that
for
he
3 months,
said that I
she wanted
wanted
him to
to
go on
do.
tour for 3 months.
Yeah, and she was like, "You be gone," and he was like, "You complain when I be gone." She was like, "You can't quit no more." He was like, "I'm trying to work, but you won't let me." Remember that scene? She
I
was
Right, he
sitting
had
remember
up
just
that.
gotten his own
with that big
office.
burgundy
I
wig
remember
oh,
that.
again.
y'all, it's not looking good for Candy. Y'all
He
bringing
had
up
just
all this, and
gotten
I'm
his own
sitting
office.
like,
Right, he had just gotten
I
his own
surrender.
office. She was going to go on tour. This is the other thing, you guys. Too, he signed that prenup under unforeseen circumstances as well. Candy hadn't been on tour in years. Escape was no longer at that
No.
time.
Yeah,
So he
No.
yeah.
had no idea when he signed that prenup that he was going to be at home, being the stay-at-home dad while she was on tour for 3 months, or having to limit his own earning potential while he goes on tour with her and the kids for 3 months at a time.
Yes.
That wasn't even a
Hmm.
factor when he signed that prenup. So that
And
And
alone,
what
when
her
about her
wait a
career
minute,
sacrifice?
wait a
limits his
minute,
own
and
earning
wait a minute.
potential.
And when Randy read the prenup, no, when they read the prenup on film, he was not going to get anything from anything, like nothing. And then
He waived his right to
he
equitable
waived it,
distribution of community
everything.
property.
Yes,
Equitable distribution of community property. So that means
everything.
the total of what they made together that would be community property, he has waived his right to equitable distribution of that. She
Yep,
kept he will get half of whatever we make together in the project we do together.
together.
So
Yes,
those RHOA checks come in Candy's name. They don't come
yes.
Yeah.
in Todd's name,
Well,
even
they
though
don't get
Todd
paid
was
though.
her
Men don't get paid,
storyline for how many seasons. He
but
was
men
the
don't get
storyline.
paid. The husbands don't get paid on the house
Right.
phone.
So that's her money.
Yeah,
That's her money, according to her. And he waives his right to equitable distribution of community property in that prenup.
Exactly.
That's not fair
alimony,
when
lump
she
sum.
limited his earning potential by monopolizing his time.
And one more
Hmm.
thing that hurts Kandi too, that they keep breaking up in their motions is these scenes from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You have Riley even telling her, "Are you sure you're ready for another baby? Because you don't have time for the kids you have."
Come
There it
on.
is. There it is.
That is
And
another
Ace
problem that
calling. Remember,
she
Ace
just
was on the
really.
phone.
And
Mommy,
there's no
mommy.
Mommy, when you
way
come home,
there's
I want you
no
to come
way that
home.
a judge is going to say to Kandi that we're going to give you primary custody so that your mother can keep this child when those
Mhm.
children's father is willing to keep them.
That's
So
right.
if Todd is
Exactly.
willing to sit at home with those kids and give up his career and work a 9 to 5, he should get primary custody because there's no way those kids should be on the road with nannies and mama joys and Aunt Bertha, whoever else Kandi can come up with to watch those children while she's doing whatever it is that she's doing and excelling and doing her businesses, which more power to her. But let's be honest, those kids have to have stability. And there's no reason for a judge to take them from a father that's willing to stay at home with them and put them
Ooh,
on the road with
child.
family.
Ooh,
And I
child.
don't
Oh,
fault him for
Lord.
that. And I'm gonna say this because I know other people waiting, and I'm sorry to hold y'all up. And another thing for that is that Michelle even showed a clip from his IG showing that he was with them on Thanksgiving and
Yep.
what they was thankful for and stuff like that. That's even evident that he was with those kids. Even if he is a businessman and he out on the road, he still have time for his kids. One thing I do like about Todd, whether people hate it or not, about how he do his daughter Kayla about earning the money, I understand that so they won't be spoiled. I don't think the way he showed it on the TV was great, but I do understand that just not giving them things. And I believe that he's a good dad. But the only thing that hurts Kandi with that custody battle is because she don't have no evidence that he's not
Mm.
relevant. That's why she's fighting more for a joint custody than more of primarity, because she knows that those kids know their dad more than they know their mom. And
And
that's just
look,
Ooh.
while
allegedly
we
on my
talking all
part, but
this,
I
while we
see it
talking
in my
all this,
eyes.
they might get back together on New
I
Year's. We
mean,
don't know.
it's not really that difficult though. All Kandi has to choose is to stay at home a little bit. You
Yeah.
Yep.
know, if she would sacrifice her career for her kids, she could have them primarily. But if she's
Yeah,
not willing to do that,
but
then I
Quincy,
mean,
you also, they documented that Kandi said when they were out on their trip with Big Bolo, she said she don't have a connection with her daughter, and I'm finna get off.
and
Uh-uh.
on one of the Glam Squad episodes, she said something about, I don't know, I don't want to quote her wrong, but
Just
somebody,
paraphrase. Just say you paraphrasing.
yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'm gonna go
Well,
back and watch
I
it, and
will say
then
this on
I'm
her.
sure we'll talk about this again. I'm gonna go back
I
and watch it
Yeah.
and make sure I'm getting it right because I
I
don't
will
want to
say this
misquote her. But it
Look,
was
look,
on
something,
they,
her on
they
yeah.
her
got a
on her.
hearing in January 12th to find out if they're gonna freeze, they're gonna seal the documents or not. So we'll know.
Y'all gonna make me come
On
to Atlanta. I'm
look
gonna have to come and go to the courthouse.
on her
Come on,
Amazon
look, Kenya
Live.
got a hearing on December, I think December 5th this week.
On
Oh,
her Amazon Live, Kandi said that this Broadway show came at the right time because she just, I don't even want to think about it, so I'm just gonna go on the show. So she is very happy to be in New York
Yeah, I saw that.
because she doesn't like to. Kandi is not a confrontational type of
She don't
person.
like the conflict. She don't
Mm-mm.
like people
She don't
talking
like
about her.
that.
She don't
She
like none of that.
doesn't. Yeah, she
Mhm.
don't like any of that.
She likes to
But
have control of the narrative.
I really, I mean, don't get me wrong. As a mother, I do feel for Kandi
no,
because
not speaking like
this is not an easy situation to go through.
that. Right.
Oh God, but
Thank
child,
you,
it is a
Tam
I
Jen. I
lot.
feel
knew it
for
was
Kandi
December
too.
something.
This is the thing though, you guys, and this is what I just keep like in my mind. I just keep thinking about money or the love of money being the root of all evil.
Yep.
And and I respect Kandi and her hustle. I always have. I can say I remember 20 something years ago going to Bronner Brothers hair show and Kandi being at a upscale magazine booth. This is when Escape wasn't doing anything, and she was there, y'all, just as humble and smiling and shaking hands and whatever she had to do to continue
Uh-huh.
to continue to keep checks in her pocket. So I have
Yeah.
always been one to respect her hustle. But I
Absolutely.
honestly, I mean, as a just an empath myself, and then I'm a Libra, so I think everything has to be fair and balanced. Even watching the wedding special over, I just couldn't help but to feel for Todd
You
because of
can't
the
help
fact
it.
I couldn't help but to feel for
You
him.
can't help it.
And then the aftermath of marrying her and then the prenup always being thrown in his face and always
Yep.
the what's mine is mine. And then, like I just feel like if she
You
was a
think you
woman,
deserve some of my money?
right, and that's my money and this is my house and all those things. And one thing about it, it's emasculating. And
It
and
is.
these things were done in public. So, I feel like if he played the role, if it was okay for him to play the role or to not have gender roles in the marriage, and for him to be the stay-at-home dad, and for him to be taking primary care of the kids, and for his career to take a back seat to hers, and for him to play the supporting roles and all those things, then pay him like it's like the gender roles are reversed too. You know, if it was a woman, if Todd was a woman, it would be no question as to if he deserves something or if she deserves something more than just child support. I mean, the reality of it is that he did a lot to support her career, but on top of that, he sacrificed his own, and I think that's the biggest thing. And he sacrificed his own at her request, and if he didn't, it was always a mess. Like it's documented on television, her flipping out because he didn't want to go on a 3-month tour with her and escape.
Well, binge-worthy is mad, y'all. Binge-worthy, like, okay, enough. That was a produced show for TV. Like, not too much. You were produced to see him like that. So when they finally wed, we were locked in. I get that we were produced, but the fact that they're using that as proof in the court documents, like on the one hand, y'all telling us, okay, it's all fiction, it's just that the third don't pay attention. And then on the other hand, Todd was like, well, you know, on our wedding show, I was coerced. And Kandi was like, yeah, on our 5 episodes. So they're using these as proof in the court documents. So what are we supposed to
They're talking about it, right? They're talking about it, and not only that, but when Nene was saying all those things was staged and all that stuff was fake and all this stuff, Kandi was the one that wasn't sticking up for Nene. Kandi was the one that was all on Bravo's side, so it can't be both. It can't be so real. This is really what happened, and it's produced at the same time.
Well, I think Todd deserves at least $3 million for comeback pay for putting up with Mama Joyce.
He needs to have opportunity
give him $3 million and then let him go. Just let him go, because anybody sticking. Well, I mean, he gonna have to work it out. You know what I mean? Because at this point, he needs something for dealing with Kandi Mama. It might have been produced, but that wasn't produced. Joyce was horrible to him, his mama.
Joyce was horrible.
Daughter.
The facts are he got the stuff 48 hours before. That's the fact.
Yep.
The facts are he did not know Kandi was going to be on tour with Escape for 3 months at a time, and he was going to be at home with 2 kids that they did not have at the time of the prenup. That's the fact.
Right.
You know? So those things, those are reasons to... Those are reasons in the state of Georgia to contest the prenup. Those are legal. Yeah. Those are legal reasons to contest the prenup. So I think he has a very good case.
I think he has a great case.
Kandi, why are you so quiet, Team Kandi?
I mean, between all of the pick me bonics and the illformities and everything, I can't get a word in edgewise.
Go ahead, honey.
You got the floor.
So I would like to say, I think majority of you guys, if not all, you guys are wrong. Todd knew he knew he was marrying when he married her. Todd sat his midget self on that TV screen and he said, I love Kandi. I'm marrying her. It's not for the money. I have legal counsel.
But this was 11 years ago.
Excuse me, I'm not done. And against my legal counsel's opinion, I'm still going to sign it because I love Kandi. He was not under duress. Nobody threatened him. No, he was not. Nobody threatened him in no type of way or posed.
But he didn't have his counsel.
Did you see how Mama Joyce went around his mama at that table?
He did not have to marry her.
If you have an attorney on retainer that is working for you, another attorney is not supposed to speak to you directly. That is in violation of like protocol.
Yep.
Like
her attorney ignored his attorney. She ignored it. That's on TV. That's documented.
I'm talking about when they came to that hotel room, his attorney was not present.
Exactly.
And so that was an issue. And that's the issue that he's pinpointing in his documents. He said that his attorney wasn't present when he signed the document. Like we may be playing semantics.
Because he was under duress.
No.
Right. We may be playing semantics or whatever, but at the end of the day, the attorney was not there. Like they have camera proof that he was not there.
Right.
And that's why he's saying it may not be enforceable. Because
and that placed him under duress.
Because y'all gotta understand, like, I get what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying. He was on camera. He said he did it because he loved Kandi. That's why he signed it. But all that is going to mean zero when they get in this courtroom. When that legal jargon starts, none of this what we talking about gonna matter. It's gonna matter about what's on the paper and what is being shown. If Kandi out here talking about triangular situations and Todd out here doing daddy daycare, that does not look good on Kandi. I'm just telling you what I know. I know how they flip it, and we could be shocked how this thing works out.
I mean, if she just submit her work calendar for the next couple of years, submit your schedule.
Okay,
for the
and
next
then that means
few
she's gonna be
years.
gone, and she's gonna be gone, and then
Let's see who's gonna provide a more stable house for the kids.
Who's supposed to take care of the kids if y'all claiming Todd needs so much money and y'all don't want her to work?
No, Todd gotta take care of them. That's what he been doing. He gonna continue to.
But you just said he don't have no money.
I didn't say that.
You did. You championed for him to get money.
He should get child support for taking care of his children while she works.
So okay, so you do admit he just wants money. He just wants a check.
Oh Lord.
It's not oh Lord. It's not oh Lord.
It's difference between just one. It's a difference between wanting one.
No, but you do agree
and being entitled to one.
So when women, so when women who have children ask for child support or get, $5,000, $10,000 a month for child support, are you saying they just want money, or do they need the money to give the child the life that they're accustomed to living while they're with the father?
The latter. Daggone well, first of all, ain't nobody getting that much in Georgia. Second of all, good and well, like you just stated before you started taking calls, that Todd was working with Kandi on the road, and them kids was with that girl Jazz and the other lady Katrina, and she was paying for people to take care of them kids. Y'all know good and well Todd was not at home taking care of them kids.
But if he's on the road with Kandi, he can't work for himself.
No,
if he's on the road up Candy's tail, he cannot work for himself.
Yes, he can.
So that limits his own earning potential.
When Kandi was when they were working together. What are you talking about?
No, Kandi was getting escape checks. Todd might have been getting some assistant checks. Kandi was getting escape checks. That's a big difference. But you just said
he wasn't getting a check, period.
Todd
was making money.
He wasn't making the kind of money he could have been making at home. So she monopolized his time. It's all on film. It's documented. She was going to go on the road with Escape for 3 months, and she had an absolute fit because the man had just gotten his own office and hired his own staff. And he told her, he said, I cannot let these people wait 3 months while I'm on the road with you. As much as I would love to go, I need to get to work, and I need to get my staff to work. And she was pointing all in his face, telling him to mark her words and all of this stuff. Like, that happened.
And then he was trying to take a simple phone call. Todd, it's family time. Like, Kandi, you just got back home. I can take a phone call. I mean, it's just a lot of factors.
I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, we can love Kandi all we want. We can respect Kandi as a business person, but we can also admit that Kandi is a little bit of controlling. And that Kandi definitely monopolized this man's time. Maybe it's because she didn't trust him. Who knows what was going on? Who knows why she felt the need to have him on the road with her for 3 months at a time? Who knows what was going on? But the fact that if it would have been the other way around, and there was a woman who said, I'm going to put my career on hold for 3 months and go on the road with my husband, who is a rock star, that's lost opportunity for her. And we would be saying that she is stupid and that she should deserve something of community property.
I agree.
So can I jump in here because I have a legal background?
Okay.
Hey, is this discerning? Wait. Can we give Mickey an opportunity? She been waiting patiently over here.
I'll drop down. Thank you guys. This is my first time ever on. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right.
I'll get off, Riley.
This is Jermaine Tucker. It's
hey, Mickey. Okay. Yes, T. Jermaine.
Yes.
And LENICE.
LENICE. T. Jermaine. Listen, I think he's been playing chess all these years while she was playing checkers.
For 11 years?
Oh, yes. That man decided that her career was going to be his job. He quit everything he was doing, and he fully just became damn near her manager. He made sure that his hand was in all of her pots. Everything that she was doing, he was involved in. All of his hard work, his name, his sweat equity, everything was put into what she was doing. Because remember, before they got married, what was she doing? She was trying to revive her music career. She was
the music career, the sex toys,
Tags Boutique.
Tags
was
Boutique.
all
Yeah.
before Todd.
And that was before Todd. But once Todd got into the picture, she started
It was Kandi and
acting.
Todd presents A Mother's Love.
Broadway. She got back with her group. She started acting, all the restaurants, all the business ventures. You know, every season is like she had a new business venture. So it's like he was just like, okay, like let's get it rolling. He knew in order to stay married to her, he had to do something because he had to prove to her, to her family, and to the world. You know, back then it was a very big show. And every week people were calling him a damn gold digger. Like you were saying, like he's an opportunist. So he had to prove, like, okay, like I'm serious. Like I'm not just some lazy man that's here to spend all of her money. I need to show that, you know, I'm here for the long haul. And he knew that there was a prenup, that was an ironclad prenup that he signed. So in order to get a piece of the pie, he had to do something. And his name is clearly all over whatever she's been doing for the past 11 years. And that's what now he's just like, okay, like you gotta split it all because I quit all my jobs to assist you and to help you. And that's even all the videos that have been coming up lately of him arguing about like, yeah, you know, the husband helps the wife and, you know, the husband should get something and all of the things he's been talking about. Clearly he feels away and he's been feeling away. And even all of the restaurants closing, I'm pretty sure that had a big, you know, impact on their life, you know, because all of the lawsuits, all of the unpaid rent, the shootings at the restaurants,
Biscuits and Bullets.
You know, all of the negative press, you know, failing the health inspection, the failed TV shows, her not being on RHOA anymore. They've been going through it for a long time. So this is just, to me, is like a long time coming. But I think he was definitely planning for the future, even back then, saying, okay, I'm going to start all these businesses. I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm going to be well taken care of. And he got 2 little kids. Yeah, she's not going to have a choice but to split something down the line. Now, I don't think he's going to get her publishing checks or anything like that. But
no.
But Mickey, that's not a question. She's not opposing splitting 50-50 with him. She said
Yes,
whatever.
she is.
No,
the prenup
whatever
didn't
they
say
get
anything
in
about
the
50-50. She goes where her assets that she brought into the marriage, and he go what?
Did she say whatever they make together?
Yeah, they'll
whatever
split
that
it.
is. I mean, I don't
Whatever
know
they
that
split.
is, but
I mean, that's bills and whatever they produce together. They
But
would
there's
split
something in that prenup that because we don't know what the prenup says, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but what Todd says, we can get an inkling of it because Todd is acting like, you know, she has properties that he don't know anything about. So he is saying that he deserves a portion of her marital assets, both known and unknown. So
now,
maybe
I'm not in it. Now, okay, 100%. Whatever Kandi acquired before Todd, he definitely should not even think about touching that because that's her.
Yeah.
But with the things that they have acquired together, the debts, whatever they made together, however they split it up, yes, that should be split up like that. Now, is it going to be escape stuff like that? I think that kind of stuff is covered. I don't think that will be something that will come into question, but it's definitely going to be a split. She did say that on her Amazon Live. She was like, everything that Todd and I got together, we're just going to split it down the middle. So you're going to get that.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't think she's necessarily hiding anything. I just think that's Randy
it could be some stuff.
So what if the argument is, I was on this show, I was making 6 figures, and whatever I got from the show funded these businesses. How does that go? Funded the restaurants, funded whatever else they got. It was her money.
So can I come in on that?
Go?
Well, Ty already got his check then, if that's the case.
So can I come in on that?
Yes. Go ahead, discerning.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
So in Georgia, a prenup has to specify how assets are going to be handled. And so the young lady that was up when she talked about equitable distribution, that's a law in Georgia. And then you have commingling of assets. What you all are talking about is you have premarital property. Kandi was a brand by herself before Todd. even down to her songwriting. She still gets checks from Beyonce. She said that, but she's written for a lot of people. So all of that kind of stuff is before. If her prenup did not specify, or if it's unclear about her assets, so then commingling comes in, because if she had a premarital savings account or anything like that, anything that she had before, but then when they jointly get together and they bought that home and then they bought other things, all of those things come in.
That was her house.
Too.
Yeah, that's her house.
So if that was her house, but the other we don't really know. We can say, okay, that was her house, but we don't know if she put Todd on that house later. We don't know what things that they've done. And so a court, when it looks at that, it looks at future assets and things that are to come. So this is not getting ready to be a simple, just I'm filing my statement, I'm filing my motion, you doing yours. This is going to be long, and this is going to be drawn out, because they do have a lot of stuff together. I don't believe that Todd is not on any of the things that they've done in Broadway. I don't believe that Todd's name is not on the things that they've done together in the marriage. And that's why Kandi said, I have no problem splitting things with him that we've built together in our marriage. And she's actually speaking law, but it is going to be ultimately up, because that's Georgia's law, the equitable distribution. It is, believe it or not, it cannot be fair. It is going to be the judge, and they may not do 50-50 in that. So the fact, if she did not specify that in her prenup, and even down to duress, it is extremely hard in the court of law to prove duress. The judge is not going to pull Real Housewives of Atlanta footage. They're not getting ready to go to the Instagram and things like that. Todd is going to have to truly say and prove, without, I mean, like for real prove, I was under complete duress when I signed this prenup. It was being filmed like everybody's talking about, but he's going to have solid evidence that he was under duress. Georgia does not play. That's why Kenya has taken so long. That is why Porsha is where she is with that. Georgia does not play when it comes down to what you have, what that other person have, and then y'all get married. Georgia will drag that out. That's the laws. Then Tennessee is completely different.
So discerning, you said you have legal expertise. Do you believe Todd was under duress?
I personally don't feel that Todd was under duress. Do I think that Todd was pressured? Do I think that it was for the show and all the hype and all of that? That's fine. But for me, I can't help it, y'all. I'm a legal advocate. I am. My real name is Shalon, and I am Court TV's ambassador. So I do work with Court TV. So I'm not on here to front or nothing like that. I've been doing this for over 18 years. I'm telling you what I know. Legally speaking, Kandi and Todd, if they did not specify that in her prenup, that everything I have is mine and he can't get it, then when it's time for them to go to court, that is going to be a battle. And that's why you see the way Todd is talking in there. There's got to be something in that prenup that there's a loophole that his attorney is like, y'all didn't specify this. You can ask for it, Todd.
Wow. But I also agree with you on this. We don't know what has happened in this prenup, because when they got together, they didn't have kids. And once you have children, who's to say they had gone back to fix some stuff around, because these are Todd's children. And if something happens to Kandi, you want to make sure your children are good.
Yeah. And then on top of that, with the kids, this whole parental, I take a little, I want full custody, or you want, what's going on with Kenya right now and her husband, or whatever he was,
Nothing.
And so at the end of the day, I don't know who's in their ears. I think for Todd and Kandi, and all my honest opinion, like, y'all should have just kept it at mutual. Both, when we read Kandi, Michelle, when you read the paperwork that Kandi filed, it sounded like Kandi wanted to just, hey, we both got custody, we're going to do our thing. And then now Todd is coming with something. And I'm not sure where Todd is coming from in that, because the truth is, I don't believe that Todd is there just all the time, every time, because I used to watch Kandi's YouTube all the time. Todd was where Kandi was. Todd was always filming Kandi somewhere. And so he can't say I was home 90% of the time and Kandi was gone 90% of the time. I don't believe that. Now that's just me, my personal opinion. I don't believe that Todd has been home 90% of the time and Kandi has been away from her children 10% of the time. I don't believe. I mean, I just don't. I don't. Well, no, 90%.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that
90.
either.
Yeah,
I don't
and
believe that
so
either.
that whole thing Todd is doing, he needs to squash that. At the end of the day, both of y'all are the parents. Y'all travel. Both of y'all are in business. I mean, both of y'all. I mean, let's be mature about this. Both of y'all in business. Y'all have 2 children together. So at the end of the day, you know what? We ain't get ready to fight over who got custody. We're gonna have joint custody. We're gonna work out a schedule with each other and just leave it at that. What does one gotta have for the other? And then child support, Todd talking about. We'll see that because the Georgia law is strict on child support too. So I saw what you read in Michelle on that. I'm like, Todd need to stop it. And don't get
it
me
was a
wrong,
lot.
because I'm not a team. I'm not so much team. I've been married. It'll be 29 years next year. I'm about being fair. And so what I'm saying is Todd need to stop it. Like real talk. Y'all, if you don't want to be like Kandi changed her name, she a pronoun now. So she on Instagram. She changed that. So I don't
Wait
know
a
if
minute,
she
say it
could.
again.
Y'all didn't know that? Kandi's got she on there now.
Girl, let
No,
me go
she don't.
look. Let me go look right now, cause what did you talk about?
Go
She
look.
got she, her.
She, her. What? That's a
Why you say
pronoun.
he, she?
She, her.
Well, I
That's a
mean, she is a
pronoun.
she, her.
That's a
No, she said
pronoun. I
he.
know my nephew is in that community. So at the
What?
end of the day,
But you a she, her.
what's a she, her?
You.
A
Those are
woman.
just,
Nah,
a
I don't think.
girl, a
No,
girl.
I don't think that's what that is. She ain't had that on there before. So
Wait a
People,
minute, where she go?
Michelle
Candy
got
didn't
that
have
on
that on there
hers.
before, Michelle.
What did she have that on Instagram?
Yes, and she
Yes.
had
On
that
your
before.
Instagram, you can put your pronouns up if you so choose. You don't
I
have
don't
to,
So
see
that's what
it.
but
I'm saying. I'm married. What I'm gonna put a pronoun up for? I don't like nothing but my
Huh?
I
husband.
mean, maybe she just is supporting the LGBTQ community. She said
Okay,
she
all right
not.
then. All right, you know what? She like them. She already admitted she like the women too. So I'm just all of that's gonna, and I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna play a factor. We think that's not gonna play a factor, then threesomes is gonna play a factor.
I doubt it.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
but
okay.
don't.
that's just all I wanted to say.
Well, we
Legally
appreciate your
wise,
input discerning. We need some legal,
yeah,
strategists and stuff around
just
here.
legal
So
wise. I just but I need Todd to cut. I need Todd to chill on this. I mean, I just want them to figure it out. I really do. I'm not
yeah,
team
they
Candy.
probably will. I mean, I just talk about the paperwork, but hell, for all we know,
They might
divorces
get back
get
together,
dropped all the
Michelle.
time. So
They might get back together, Michelle.
you
But
never
Michelle,
know.
You've been prepping us for. I mean, is it been a year?
It's been
Like
a
how?
good year or so.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a good year now. We've been kind of knowing this was coming about.
Uh-huh.
Everybody thought you was just Delulu.
They thought I was just picking on
They
Candy. I
did. They
know.
thought you was picking on Candy. They
You
did.
were
They
Yep.
just
did.
picking on her.
This lady hate Candy. I was like,
Mm.
anyway. Well, I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for
All right,
calling.
y'all. I'm gonna drop
All
down.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
But you were picking on her.
Ah, shut up, Jasmine.
And Michelin, um, real quick, you said we don't know what the prenup entails entirely. That is true. However, let me contradict myself because we do. All y'all gotta do is just go back and watch Todd's YouTube channel. All that stuff he's saying, he's projecting. That's the stuff he don't like about the
Well, we
house
we
Mm.
did
and
we
all that.
we peeped that game a long
So
time ago.
all that is what's in the prenup.
My lord.
Okay, Jennifer, how you doing?
Hey,
Oh,
Michelle.
Mickey, did
So
you finish, friend?
Oh yeah, I'm done. But I just wish that we were watching all of this on the show because this
me
Yeah, I was
too.
saying that
this would
too.
have
Like,
This is
where's
been
drama
good.
with these cameras? They need.
Cause this
Listen,
is
we had
good.
Candy's wedding. We need to have Candy's divorce.
I
Y'all are
mean, can
fake.
you imagine like them
Mm.
going through this on the show? Phaedra's
This would be
there,
the
Todd is
most
calling
excited Candy has
Apollo.
ever
Like
been.
it would have been good, but It is.
Oh
what it
no,
is.
no! Don't do that because y'all didn't want her on the show anymore. Remember?
Yeah, because she was boring for like 7 years.
Oh, so y'all want to see her miserable crying about a divorce?
I mean, this
Yeah.
is real life. It's
Yeah.
their
We
reality.
talking about
So
entertainment.
yeah.
Let's be entertained. Candy brought
Yeah,
nothing
this
to the
is
show. She didn't have her real relationship drama. We never saw any of it. We didn't see
now she
nothing
got a
but
storyline.
one running around with his
Yeah.
corduroys on and her cousin frying chicken with his damn sling on his arm. We saw nothing. Now that it's real drama
This is
that
real
we know
life.
No,
is feelings about the stuff that Todd is doing and that Todd is over there upset. We need to see it.
Yeah. Because she was dry as paint for years.
she got to deal with NBC Universal. Drop the
I
cameras.
said what I
yeah.
said. Candy, go ahead and pitch that show. Candy said she got the longest running. She got the how many? What she say? She got the most spinoffs ever of any
She
house.
She
does.
does. She does.
Candy's divorce. Todd, go ahead and pitch it, and y'all gonna start filming. Okay, we here. We will be watching. Everybody watching the day Candy's wedding spinoff over again. We need part 2. This will be the
Yeah,
second.
Candy's divorce.
And then
Brenda said, "I
small
still
thing
wouldn't
under the
watch."
bottom, it says the divorce.
The scheme that was set
Oh.
up by Todd.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's not still on. That show aired 10 years ago. I'm saying
Oh,
everybody
Yeah.
is watching it now. And they're also mentioning it in the divorce paperwork. So now everybody is referencing the show with, them arguing over this prenup. Let's go ahead and make it a show. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
I'm about to. Yeah.
Y'all don't
Yeah.
even have to give me no credit. Y'all don't even have to give me no credit. Oh, y'all are crazy. Okay. Hey, Jennifer, what you were saying, friend?
Okay, so Michelle, I got a question for you because I'm not in
Uh-huh.
Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
Do Kandi got Atlanta sold up to where her status gonna send this dude with this New York accent from the East Coast trying to come down south and
Girl,
go against the document he signed to
her
trump that?
status.
Huh?
I'm asking. That's why I said, do she have a status? I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what you're asking me.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, do is Kandi good with the courts? Is Kandi respected? Do she got a
Oh
status
no!
in
If
Atlanta?
y'all got Randy Kessler, he got the Bravo attorney on his
Yeah.
page.
Okay,
Like,
so it's gonna
no,
be fair. It will be done fair.
I guess.
I
Okay, my
hope.
next question for you
I think
is
from my perspective, Todd might
mhm.
have a leg up in this situation, but
Okay,
I
so
don't
my
know.
next question is, has word hit the streets? You know how sometimes there's some street talk about what happened that is not verified, maybe allegedly, but has the
Yeah,
streets
the
been
word hit the
talking
streets
about
2
this?
years ago. We've been talking about this for 2 years, child.
Okay, I'm just
I even
asking.
said it like I don't know if y'all remember because I be remember what I said a couple of months ago when I was talking about Todd and his schemes and stuff and selling the stuff. I said that one of my people who do my self care. If I say specifically, y'all know who it is. But she even told me that that the streets were saying it's been over 11 years and Todd is out there in the streets and they about to file for divorce. They've been saying this like over and over and over. So
But
yeah.
what about the reason for the divorce? Has that hit
Don't
the streets?
I haven't heard that yet. I have not
Okay.
heard that
Nobody's
yet.
heard that. I just knew they weren't together. And
Okay.
people
Yeah.
used to see Todd in the streets all the time at the St.
Yeah.
Regis, at the Whiskey Mistress, but that wasn't unusual either because Todd was always in the clubs. Like it
Yeah.
just, but most of the time he would be out with Candy. And then when everybody started seeing him out by himself, it was like, oh, what's going on? You know?
Mm.
Oh, child, this is a lot.
And then I guess my last thing, I'm just curious to see, because let me tell you something. When you say you sign a document right before the wedding, that's how you sign for a house right before you buy it, right before you buy a
Nope.
car. You sign. That's
No.
not the same.
No, it's
No.
not the
I know
same.
it's a
When you sign a
It's
contract.
not the
document right
same.
before the wedding, you have weeks sometimes before the
Okay.
wedding
Baby,
when
when
you
you
sign a
sign
Okay.
a
prenup.
prenup,
It's
and
not the day before.
Randy told Todd on the show, he said we needed 4 to 6 weeks to go back and
Oh.
forth with your lawyer and with me, so you could be good and Kandi could be good. Because he said we've been planning this wedding for a month. He said the prenup, he said no, he said we've been planning for a month. He said the prenup, he said no, the wedding. And he told Todd, I need 4 to 6 weeks, and I would
Oh.
advise you not to sign this. That's what he said on the show.
Got it.
Oh,
No, but that's why Michelle also said he got a leg up, because when you all break it down. If Kandi don't have no rank in Atlanta, and then Randy Kessler coming out swinging.
Not in the
courthouse. Let me tell you something. I'm from St. Louis.
Yeah.
I'm from St. Louis. Anything Nelly do, it gets swept under the rug. He got caught doing something a little while ago. The courts don't touch him. They won't touch Nelly for nothing. So
well, you
I
talking
didn't know
about
if it was the same
criminalities
thing.
and stuff. That's corruption. We talking about a divorce.
Yeah, criminal stuff.
Well, it's the same
but
thing.
not,
It's called favoring the
If
justice
you know who
system.
would have, well, you would think
Say it.
Phaedra would because she's an attorney. But like I told you, she was trying to be.
Michelle.
They got her. See, that's what she get talking that mess. See?
They got me.
She said they got her.
They got me. I'm all frozen and stuff.
She was just about to say something out of pocket.
No, I wasn't. Shut up.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say. Do y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It never fails. It just. That's why I was looking at the clock. Like I need to hang up before I freeze. This has been going a little too well.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I don't think that I would think that Phaedra would have more clout in the courts than Kandi would, simply because Phaedra works in the court. She knows the judges and the lawyers and this, that, and the third. Yeah, and remember when Kandi tried to accuse Phaedra of stopping her liquor license?
Yep, I remember that.
So yeah,
and what's to say
in
Todd
politics and in the courthouse and all that stuff.
And what's to say that Todd won't sneak over there and be like, Phaedra, can you do me a solid?
Ooh,
Lord have mercy.
You know him and Apollo made up. Remember, Apollo said that on my show.
Yeah.
Oh, he done got New York slick on her. Oh, he might got a leg
not
up.
gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think Phaedra would do that.
Phaedra wouldn't do it. She crazy, but she ain't gonna do that. She already got her.
She don't want to get in no more trouble.
Yeah, she don't want no mess.
And
she don't want no more
secretly
trouble.
want to be Kandi's friend again, so she ain't gonna do that.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. I feel like that too. I feel like that.
Did you see the way she was smiling when Kandi was giving her speech at the Bravo thing?
She said, I had something to do with that. I worked with Kandi, so she was talking about me.
But that was just big shade at Kandi. Come on.
No, I don't think it was shade. It can be shady, but I don't think it was 100% shade.
Okay.
I don't think so.
How do you say your name?
MilliChun.
I called it Michelle. I'm sorry.
Okay. You were talking to me then? I didn't know if you was talking to me. I didn't know who you was talking to. You said something a few minutes ago. You asked me something then. I don't know if I answered you.
You guys are really gonna let Michelle sway your opinion on this entire topic?
No. No.
No.
My opinion is not swayed. I'm looking at it because I just know all the stuff we talked about, it would mean zero when we get into court. And that's what I'm really waiting on, because that conversation is going to be the one that matters. That's the one we're going to be back on here talking about, because we feel like Todd has signed the paperwork on camera, on film, and we feel like maybe him and Kandi may have done something different. They're going to split up what they've worked with. Maybe he could get child support or nobody could get child support. And then you have the lady coming here talking about Georgia courts don't play. So I don't know. We're pure speculation up to this point until they get in that courtroom. And then that's what I might have to come to Atlanta.
You know what? You need to call into Kenya's thing on December 15th.
Oh, girl, I can call into on the Zoom.
Yes. We'll talk about it offline.
Please. Because I will be right here.
Because I might need you to do it, because I don't get up there early.
I'll get up. I will set a clock. On the 15th, where will I be? I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jennifer, I appreciate you, friend. We got some more people back here. Let me.
Look,
thank you.
I'm going to drop down. It's been wonderful, ladies. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, MilliChun, for joining us tonight. Always a pleasure.
You're welcome. Always. Thank you. Bye,
y'all
ladies.
go
bye, everybody in the group.
MilliChunTV on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere.
Yes.
And
Bye, y'all.
All right, bye, Millie. Oh, girl. Miss Roberts. You on mute, friend.
Oh, sorry.
How you doing?
Good. How are y'all?
Good.
So I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate.
All right, we ready.
And I'm going to say that they played each other's seasons. They wanted each other as bad as they got each other. They wanted the children. They got the children out of it. And I feel like Kayla.
Pull your camera.
Kayla.
Oh, sorry.
She gonna keep Kandi.
Why?
I would keep Kandi too. Because now she could probably get some benefits now that Todd's out the way.
Oh shit.
Now she could probably get some now that he ain't sitting over there trying to keep it all for himself.
Because you know the kids are her brothers and sisters. So yeah.
And she could vacation. She could get a little bit of what they call that, a trust.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kandi gonna take real good care.
So you think this divorce is gonna go the miles? Like you think it's gonna go through? Because
Candy's gonna fight tooth and nail. She ain't giving up a penny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she ain't giving up 1 red cent, and she said that at the beginning. And Mama Joyce, she gonna be right up in the courtroom too.
Now Mama Joyce gonna be in the courtroom. She already was with a smiling the other day. So yeah,
it's really sad that she wanted it to not work out, and I feel like it's unfortunate for them babies because they are so beautiful. I didn't want to see the family be broken up, but I don't think Todd really was feeling it for a while. He been giving us signs. He been telling us that he's escaping. He been telling us that he wants half, that if he put in his work, he wants his dividends. He's been telling us this for the past couple of years, y'all. So he was setting it up, and just like he was setting it up, Kandi was setting it up too. Why you think those businesses were failing like they were failing?
But Miss Roberts, don't you think that Todd is lazy?
I actually don't.
Well, I think he's like 50% lazy and 50% like.
You just want people to say bad things about Todd. I think they both played a part in this situation, whether it's good, bad, indifferent. Their relationship was unorthodox to say the least, and I feel like at some point, you know, the relationship played its course, and it is what it is.
But what I
don't
will
think
say
either one
is
of them are necessarily bad people, you know.
He has something to gain. He has something to benefit. And what he told that ex in the beginning is that he needed to get in Atlanta circles. I believe it. I believe it. And she was tricking. She been tricking. She got that new girl on that boat. I don't even know Fatune. Like, she was so weird on that season that she was on. I don't know why Kandi would choose her of all people to shack up with, but Fatune? Who else feels like she was really weird?
To be in a part of that type of relationship,
with Akon,
especially with Akon.
Fatune was with Akon.
Yeah, she was wife number what? 2, 3.
One of them.
Y'all remember when they was drunk and she was like, "Well, I just looked it up, and what does it mean? I don't know, but I brought it to you." Was she talking to Drew?
I don't even remember
about the aliases.
Yeah. She was so just uneventful. I don't even remember what she did on the show.
I don't think they're dating though, Miss Roberts. I think they're just friends. But if you ask Michelle,
I think they was cutting a rug. Don't act like they wasn't out there cutting. Don't act like that. Why was she on all them vacations and her kids was on their vacations?
Because Kandi was going through a rough time in her marriage and she needed a gal pal to like travel, eat,
she
play,
needed a gal pal to travel with her and her husband.
Todd was probably trying to force a threesome, and Kandi was like, no.
Kandi love a threesome. She keep talking about how they work.
Let's get out of their bedroom, please.
Okay, sorry.
I don't want to talk about that. All right, Miss Roberts. Look, I didn't ran over my 2-hour mark. I'm trying to get everybody in here. Do you have anything specific you would like to say about this divorce? Do you think it's going to? Are you Team Kandi, Team Todd? What do you feel about this messy situation?
I actually think she should give him something. I mean, you married him.
There you have it.
If he was the breadwinner, she would want something.
I agree.
So that's my final say. Thank you.
Well, all right, Miss Roberts. Thank you for calling in, friend.
Yep, it's good to see y'all.
Good to see you. Thanks for turning on your camera. Just Andrea, how you doing?
You know I'm Team Todd.
Not you, Team Todd.
I'm Team Todd all the way. Okay. I am
y'all coming on here and being Team Todd. What is Team Candy? We got one person in the world that's Team Candy.
You know I ain't never liked Candy. Okay, you know I have a disdain for that girl for what she did to escape.
What she do to you?
What she did, I have a disdain for what she did to escape girls. So I never liked that girl. Okay,
but they got back together.
Yeah, look, and the other girl is not there, and I'm still mad. So I'm Team Todd.
That's Rocky's fault.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm Team Todd because I knew Todd was gonna go for this daddy daycare. When I see the paperwork today, I called my girlfriend. I said, "Did you see Todd is asking for full custody?" We was like, we knew that. And this is the thing. Did you watch the videos they showed in the past when Kenny said, "I ain't giving nobody a dime of my money"? I said, "Ooh," and Todd was like,
"But then Candy did say she could take care of every motherfucker in here."
Okay, but the thing is, it's something in that prenup that she ran to that courthouse today want to be sealed. It's something that she don't want nobody to know.
It is. She don't want us to read it. She don't want us to know.
She don't want us.
She don't want us to know what her true net worth is. I think that's it. Because remember, I always have said that Candy ain't as rich as y'all think she is. Yes. And I ain't trying to be in the lady pocket. She probably richer than me. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think that Candy might just be regular rich. She might not be as rich as y'all be thinking.
It's okay, but this is the thing.
And that's okay, right?
It's okay, but this is the thing. Todd did say in that paperwork that Candy gonna be away from the kids several months. She was in Dubai for 17 days, and then she went to BravoCon and then go home with them kids. I'm just saying.
They said she keep a track. That she was in Dubai for several weeks.
They said she was in Dubai for 17 days. Got on the plane, went to BravoCon. Where the kids at, Candy?
And then went to New York. Then
okay,
after that.
Where the kids at? If Todd is the primary taking care of the babies, why should not he get child support? Because I'm an equal opportunity. When I got divorced, I got child support. Damn right, I want my money. I'm not playing that shit.
Because he's not the primary parent.
Where is she? He just put in paperwork that she's gonna be gone for several months.
She's working.
Well, he's working too.
She's gonna be gone till March. The show runs through March.
So
she's an entertainer.
December 11th. She there right now.
So Todd is the primary caregiver. Todd is taking the kids, doing daddy daycare. I'm not surprised he asked for child support and primary custody. Now, when she get home, let's reevaluate this shit. But right now, you're gonna be on a damn road.
Okay.
He's using his kids to get a check because he know if he go to Candy and ask for a check, it's gonna be a heck to the no. So he's using his kids in this child support.
Well, didn't Roddy tell her
using his kids?
Yes, he is, Michelle.
He is the father. Didn't Roddy tell her mama don't have no more kids because you too busy? Now she did tell her mama that, but her mama didn't listen. So you got 2 more kids. I am not surprised that Todd put this shit in the divorce decree. Okay. Now, Michelle, I love you. I appreciate you. Let me come up on here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. All right. Hold on. Reflections with Kimberly.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, Michelle, I want to say I'm sorry. I've been sleeping on you for years, and I'm so sorry. Second, because I know you're
okay. I forgive you.
Thank you. I will be subscribing after this. I was
waking up. What made you wake up, friend? I'm just curious.
Well, I've watched you here and there, but I'm more driven about legal stuff, so that's kind of what drew me over here, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I do that. I mean, I didn't finish college for criminal justice. You know how these marriages, they want you to put your career aside for the husband. But anyway,
I was studying criminal justice too, and I dropped out. Yeah, I remember.
South University. But I wanted to say a few things. But the first thing is, I'm Team Candy, or I was Team Candy, but then I thought about it. Nope, I'm Team Right. Usually, Candy is very fair. Even in the show, you can hear whatever. But this prenup does not seem fair to me. for him to have absolutely nothing, if whatever they get together. But the main reason why I clicked on is because if you go look up Steven Jackson, the former NBA player, I know it was in Houston, he was going to get married to this lady, but she had not signed a prenup even just before the wedding that same day, and she really didn't sign it. And so he decided not to marry her because he knew, he even talked about it, that he felt like if he would have married her, she could have claimed, doing under duress, and it could have been deemed invalid to where he have a say so in it. Be renegotiated or invalid or whatever. So that is just unfortunate. I do believe she really did love him. You know what I'm saying? Of course, and expect all of this or whatever. But that's really all my piece because my grandbaby's about to cry. He's about 6 weeks old, so I'm just gonna drop down.
No worries. Thank you for calling, Free. I appreciate your input.
You're welcome. But go back. You ain't have to do it now, Steven Jackson. You'll see why he didn't marry the girl.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, bye. Kriya Knox. You muted. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, did I say your name right?
Yeah, but you didn't have to say my whole name. You just said Kriya.
I'm sorry. It was there. I just, How you doing?
All right. Well, I'm Team Kandi on this one. I mean, Todd did not.
You got one.
Todd did not have to sign that prenup.
Exactly.
He didn't have to sign that prenup. And so from the get-go, I think Todd was scheming from the get-go. I really believe so. I really believe it. And if you remember one time when him and his mom was living, and they had like a scene together, and she was talking about getting Kandi pregnant, and like it seemed like they were scheming together. But anyway, but to me, in the beginning, Todd didn't.
Not Todd. His mom was scheming. You must be related to Mama Joyce.
No, I'm not related to Mama Joyce, but I just think
because Mama Joyce didn't have to call that lady a lady of the night.
No. I'm not thinking Todd Mama no lady of the night or anything like that. I think I think Todd's mom saw a good opportunity for her son and she wanted him to lock in. But the thing is that Todd didn't have to sign that the prenup. He didn't have to sign it. And and like the show is produced, so we don't really know what happened behind the scenes of what really went on. But even with all that, I still think Todd was an opportunist for Kandi. Every time it seemed like he had an opportunity to do something, he was always trying to start a new business, something with a taco truck, a taco store. Anytime anything ever came up, he was trying to, make money off of everything he could off of her. So, and as far as like him being this great dad and all this other kind of stuff, like people are trying to portray him to be, I think he's a great dad, but I don't think he was with them kids like he claims to be, because like you say, and everybody else say, he be in them streets way too much and too late. And if you in the streets all times of the night, you ain't gonna be there for your kids in the morning. I think those daddy daycares were schemes that he was setting up, because if you look at those kids, sometimes when they're sitting in the back, he's like, Ace Boogie, Ace Boogie. Those kids are not really paying attention to what he's about the videos. He's got to get them motivated to do the videos. So all these daddy daycare videos, to me, they're just like him setting up the schemes for evidence, like he's this great dad, because it's been said, and I don't know these people, and I'm just like everybody else that be on the internet looking at stuff, how they say he's always in the strip clubs late at night, he's always in the streets, he's always doing all this other kind of stuff. I mean, like, dang, he's up 24 hours, he's taking, I mean, like, he got to sleep sometimes. And she has too many nannies and too many people at her house taking care of those kids. I'm just Team Kandi, and I think they loved each other. I think they had a great marriage in the beginning, but as far as him looking at Kandi, I think he really looked at her as opportunity. I do.
Yeah, because who wants Todd?
Yeah.
You muted, Michelle. Oh, she's still talking.
Michelle, you muted.
You muted.
Can't hear you. Or are you just talking?
I said two little people with big heads. They was made for each other, like Mama Joyce said.
Yeah. But two little people that were made for each other. And Kandi was kind of slow for men anyway. And it just seemed like she didn't see what her mom was seeing. And that was Todd being an opportunist.
But you can't say that an 11-year marriage was a failure now, because
I don't think it was a failure.
I
don't think it was a failure. I think they were a good team. And I think that, people were saying Todd did this for Kandi. Todd did this. Kandi was a writer too. I think they were a good match, and I think they were a good team together. And they had good production together. Just like Todd was a good producer, Kandi was a good writer. I hate to see that their marriage is breaking up and stuff, but I really do think that now Todd was, when he saw things started going to the left, that's when he started really trying to do the videos with the friends, doing the videos with the kids, trying to set things up to where it can look good for him, because he knew things were going to the left.
Well, there you have it. Well, I appreciate you, Kriya. Kriya. That's it. Kriya.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for calling, friend, and giving me your input. Team Kandi in the building.
Oh, I'm not Team Kandi. I'm Team both of them, but I do think Todd is an opportunist.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Good night. Oh shoot, we got Mr. Motivation in the building. What's up, friend?
Hey, what's going on, Michelle? You look good. Check this out. I gotta say this because I know the Holy Spirit, and I'm not trying to play the religious card in it, but I had to let you know I got my Patreon, and it's not for you, it's for me, because I like to keep up with the information that you give us. So I want to let you know I'm on there, so that's straight now. But I also wanted to say, I don't feel, I just got off of work. I don't feel that it was a waste, because to be honest, it really, like I say, a lot of people didn't like Kandi on Housewives, but she is Atlanta. Whether you like her, born, indifferent, or whatever, that's what it is. You can't take it from her. Jermaine Dupri, all them from Atlanta. And so what I'm saying is, like, Kandi gonna be good, but I feel this was a lesson for Mr. Todd and Kandi as well. It don't mean it because they got beautiful children out of it. You know what I'm saying? Kandi doing good, Todd doing good. It may not be the things that they want, but they not, you know what I'm saying? They're in a position to where they're still able to move on through the game of life, as I tell my mama all the time. And so with me saying that, I feel like everything, it's gonna be hard, again, it's people that wish they could be married. It's people that have never been married, not even one time. I haven't even been married, let me be clear. But the thing is, life is short and life is to be lived. So the thing with that being said, you have to accept the things that what was, and also the things that what was not, and count joy in the things that didn't go your way, because God ain't the author of confusion. So I feel like with that being said, Kandi, I'm sure she got two beautiful children that she wouldn't ever want not to, you know what I'm saying? So that's when the devil, I ain't gonna get it because we get the devil too much credit, but I will say this. People change every year. It's 365 days out of a year. And so the thing is, Kandi is not the same lady that she was when they met. And even if they was, things change, people change. It's the game of life. You move and you grow. When you know better, you do better. So I feel like Kandi may be kind of a little nearer back, getting back out in the dating thing, or even Ty. Hell, they could, but the thing is, they at least gave love another try. And so therefore they're gonna be good. And God bless them. I mean, marriage, marriage it is what it is. You gotta take things for what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Michelle. Thank you for summing it up for me, because I'm trying to get it out. Yeah, that's just what it is. Because I feel like we think on the negative of what's not instead of what is. Like, shit, you may not got the money in your account that you want, but you're not dead. You know what I'm saying? It's still another day to get it right. You can go out there and get another bag. Your health may not be what you want, but it ain't what it could be. you know, so yeah, but Michelle, I love you and I'll talk to you later. Just want to call and get that off.
Mr. Motivation for the
Most definitely.
motivation.
Oh shit, that hell is God. Okay. Michelle, like you, all right, bye-bye. Shit, I just be talking, man.
All right. Good night, Mr.
Did he just curse and then say it's
Ain't nothing wrong with cursing. Jesus made cursing. They cursed in the Bible. What's
And then he act like I wasn't even up here.
He didn't see you.
Michelle, you look really I was gonna say the other word, but you look really nice.
I do. I don't like this hair. It's so big.
I like it.
It get big at night. It wasn't this big earlier. It just got bigger and bigger as the day went on. So
you got your teeth done?
No, I didn't. You like my teeth?
Yeah, they look nice.
Oh, these are teeth I was born with.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess since you're done talking bad about Kandi, I mean,
anybody else you want to talk about before I go? I want to end on an even number, so I can give you 5 more minutes if you want. You ain't got nothing to talk about. Let me go. Let me go.
I don't have nothing. I just think Todd is a brokey.
You don't think that?
No, I do. I do.
Etiquette. You don't.
Yeah, I think he's a brokey. I think Todd is using these kids to try to get a check. You know, because the first, like you said, the first divorce paper that was out, it was very cut and dry and fair, and it was just like blah. But then when he came with that, I think that's when she was like, "Oh, wait a minute.
Let me answer this question. Tyler does not have a baby on the way. If you saw that the Facebook, you know, Facebook they be making up stuff. They did an AI picture of Todd standing next to the pregnant lady, and now they say he got a baby.
Oh, Dre is not my boyfriend. Dre is a escort overseas. That's where he be at.
I think the people coming here now just asking all kind of random ass questions. And on that note, I appreciate everyone for joining. Not Mr. Motivation and came back, child. What? Hello.
Shit. Hey, Michelle, listen.
Why is you cursing?
No, I didn't think I cussed. I was just calling back to say, Jezebel, I apologize. I was over here drunk. I was rambling. And I didn't even realize you was in the video. How you doing, Jezebel? I always ask that you.
I hope you got some clothes on.
Oh no, shit! I
was just.
That's what was for my. Michelle, where you going with it? And listen, Michelle, you tripping tonight now. Where you going with it? Jasmine, how you doing?
I'm good. I was just messing with you, Motivation.
No, I haven't. But the thing is, I was raised with respect, so because I was like, after I got off, I went back in my bedroom because I was in the living. I had the TV in the living room, so I heard you say, "I can't believe he ain't say nothing." But I said, "Damn, I didn't even know Jezebel was on the screen because I got the phone like I'm talking."
I told you he didn't see you, Jezebel.
Yeah, because the phone was to my ear. Hey, but listen, that's all I wanted, Michelle. I'm gonna go back and look at the replay. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate you, Mr. Motivation.
All right, bye.
I was just messing with you.
Okay, good night, beautiful. All right, bye.
All right, Michelle. Bye. Michelle, you going on a date?
I gotta catch up on all my other drama. I guess I'll come on tomorrow during the day. It's early. It's 10:30. I gotta go eat dinner.
You got a date?
No, I ain't got no date.
I look like you dress like
I look like an anchor woman.
Like you going on
a dress, child. Ain't nothing serious.
Semi-casual date night or something.
It's just a little sweater dress.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. She said she ain't got no date, so okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
All right. Thanks for calling, Jezebel.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Good night. Shout out to all the people who joined me tonight. Shout out to MilliChun for calling in. Shout out to all the callers who called in, but it's especially, interesting, and I love it when other bloggers like me call in, because I love to share my space and I love to share their space, and I appreciate them. We was all hanging out on TikTok earlier, me, MilliChun, and Bingeworthy. MilliChun has the video, Bingeworthy had the video. You might see it through them, but I put it on my members only and on my Patreon. So if you're a member, you can see that video of all three of us talking about this situation. We had a good old time. Hold on, somebody else is in the bed. Hold, it's Miss Roberts. Hey, Miss Roberts, girl, you called me?
Yeah, girl, because I did forget one last thing, y'all.
Okay.
Is that like last year when Todd said he didn't want to follow Kandi anymore, and he said he just wanted to kind of push his own stuff. And she was like, mark my words. Mark my words. And he was like, mark your words what? Kandi knew then that if he wasn't going to be fully supportive of her and riding her coattail like he's been in the past, that she wasn't going to be with it.
What was that? What he said that was on the show?
Nah, they was doing like a little live or something where he was just kind of explaining that he didn't want to travel with her in a group no more.
Oh, okay.
That he kind of wanted to do his own production. He wanted to stop his life every time she had to do something because she wasn't on the show no more.
I remember that was in one of them Glam Squad videos.
It was something, girl.
Because I know
couldn't tell you. I just watched the clip of it.
4-5 of them Glam Squad videos where he was just literally going off. He was going off about her, about splitting the incomes. He was going off because he was like, you can't say everything is yours. It's ours if we marry. Remember that?
But they was in the kitchen on this one, and they was standing by the
okay.
refrigerator, and she was like, mark my words. And when that happened, I realized that Kandi is the man in this relationship. If it's not about what she says it's about, it's not happening.
Kandi is in control. That's for sure.
So I love her personality. I love how strong she is and all the things she's accomplished. And I really love the team that they were together. I wish they could work it out. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about it because I feel like when he jumped ship and he just didn't really want to ride her coattail no more, she didn't want to put up with that.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned. I'll get more tea as it develops, honey. Thank you so much for calling back.
Yeah, thank you for taking me back. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. What y'all talk about in this chat? Y'all always talk about something. That is my time is up, honey. You said, yep, going off on body count. Yeah, he talked about the body count. He talked about keeping him locked up in the house like a dog. He talked about the splitting incomes. He talked about a lot of things. So it was very interesting. Oh, Lord, somebody else can call back. Let me hang up before somebody else call back. Hey, Miss Reflections, you back?
Yes, I was second what she said, but if you go back, Todd and Kandi did an interview. I can't remember if it was on a news station or not, and it was talking about the rings, and she was like, she doesn't always wear her wedding ring, but he does, and she was like, it's not so much of a problem for her, but if he don't have his ring, oh heck, you're gonna have a problem. So I
remember that.
Kandi,
that was around the time the first time that I did a video and I said that they were divorcing. And that's when they did like a literal press tour to say that they were still together. You remember that?
I believe so. But and I really tried to pretend like I didn't see it because who really want a family to break up regardless of your race? Because I'm team family. But yes, she did say, I believe it was a news station, could have been somewhere else, where she basically was like, he better have on his
remember they was on that couch. Whatever it was, they was on the couch. Yep.
Yes. So that's all I wanted to come back to add because of the old girl that Kandi really demanded in a relationship. Because think about it. Some men got more money than they really do the threesome type thing. I know we don't want to talk about the bedroom, and women go along to get along. You know what I mean? And it was a little reverse. And she also said recently that she just had a threesome like 6 months ago, and it was great. But that's it about the bedroom.
Here go right here. Look, I was quick on this one. I found it. The ring thing when she and I was when I was talking about it.
They was like, why doesn't she have on her ring? I hardly ever have it on. He always has it on
herself because I ain't never said why she didn't have on the ring. Y'all knew she didn't run her ring. They telling on they self Kandi took the ring off. I didn't know that.
Now if he doesn't have it on, and then it's gonna be a problem.
If Todd don't wear the ring, it's a problem. But Kandi is the boss. Kandi wears the pants. Kandi can take her ring off whenever she got dang feel like it. And he better not say nothing. Todd, get in there and cook for these kids.
So the state of the marriage is good.
Yes,
yes.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes, my like I said, I'm a supporter of the Kandi, click or whatever, but I stand whatever it is, the truth is the truth. But yeah. Because sometimes you have to tell friends maybe we support, even if it's true, they may not want to hear it. But that's all I wanted to add. Sorry.
All right, no problem. I live for it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I love going in the archives.
Yes. Good night. And I've already subscribed.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. All
Mm-hmm.
right. All right, you guys, don't forget to subscribe. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and smash that like button. We talked about a lot of things. We've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes, child. We talked about all of the court documents. We talked about Todd's answer. We went through the actual court documents. We talked about Kandi's amended complaint that she just filed today. We also talked about Kandi filing a motion to seal the court documents. And we are all like, what's she trying to hide? What is she hiding? We don't know. And so, yeah, we will be, I live for court documents. I love me a good receipt, honey. And Todd is up here disputing the prenup and saying that pretty much implying that he signed under duress. Kandi, on the other hand, is saying, look at Kandi's wedding. Look at the 5 episodes. So now, instead of people saying, oh, they were produced, it can't be true, they're actually using the damn Kandi wedding in the court documents. Each one of them is trying to use it to prove the other one wrong. So it will be interesting to see what happens in this situation, because I'm sure the judge ain't going to watch the damn Peacock videos. Okay. But anyway, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you so much for joining. Join my Patreon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live on Patreon. I gotta go eat. I might go live at midnight. If y'all still up just to see what y'all doing, okay, over there on the Patreon, patreon.com, I am ATLien. But if you are a member in whatever tier, the lowest tier, you can see the live that me, Binge Worthy, and MilliChun did earlier today. It is on the members only tab right now. Okay, all right. Good night, squad.